Okay. All right. Get this live going. Try to do this one a little bit earlier, man, because I want to catch these Bellator fights. I know the Bellator card starts at 6. The prelims start at 6, but I want to check out this main card tonight. So I said, let me get on here and we can, do this live stream a little bit early. So, yeah. All right. Give me a few minutes here. Okay, all right, I'm back. Oh, Marcus Bell in the building. What's up? So, yeah, man, let's get started here in about 2 more minutes. We'll start at the 5-minute mark. Crazy stuff going on, man. Yeah, so 1 fight down off the card tomorrow. Aaron Blanchfield and Norma Dumont is off the card, which is, like I said, it's probably a blessing in disguise, you know. It was necessary. I don't think that was a good matchup for Aaron Blanchfield. I mean, I just think that was too big of a fight for too big of an opponent, man. Okay, let's see here. Okay. Yeah, man. So get started here in 30 seconds. Okay. Got a couple fights to do tonight, and like I said, I want to go ahead and do these, man, because I want to check out this Bellator card tonight at 8. No, I think the main card starts at like 8 or 9 o'clock, something like that. You can actually see the preliminary card for free. No, man, you ain't mistaken. You are You're almost spot on, Marcus. Very close. All right, so yeah, man, let's get started, y'all. Welcome back to another live round by round commentary. I'm glad some people like for me to do these things, because I like to go back and look at these fights, man, because there's just so much that I miss watching these fights the first time around that, when I go back and look at them, man, I'll be like, wow, I didn't know this person did that, or like, I didn't know this person was winning. Sometimes like the decision doesn't look the same once you go back around and look at it. Once you go back and watch it, once the adrenaline's not pumping and the tension is gone, and you just can actually chill and watch it, it's kind of like, okay, I can see what I missed the last time around. Okay, yeah, Mr. Lee, what's going on? He said the main card is at 9. All right, so yeah, man, back with this commentary tonight, or this evening. We're gonna do Rose Namajunas versus Joanna 2. We're gonna do the rematch, and then we'll do Claudia Gadelha versus Jessica Andrade. I had somebody request to do both of these fights. I told Robert Henry I'm gonna get around to doing Weili Joanna, man. That was just like a deep fight to analyze, man. So I'm gonna get around to doing that one for real though, Rob. That was his special request, but yeah, I just want to break that one down, man. For real. So yeah, man, let me get this thing pulled up. And like always, feel free to watch it at the same time. Let me see. Feel free to watch it along. Rose Namajunas versus Joanna. We'll start with that rematch first. Let me pull it up here. I'm gonna turn down this sound, y'all. Yeah, the preliminaries start at 6, which I'll probably go back and watch. I'm gonna just really focus on the main card tonight. So let's see what we got here. All right, y'all. So here we go. Let's see. Taylor the tape. Rose was 25 at this time. Joanna was 30. 5'5" Rose, 5'6" Joanna. Dang, they both weighed at 114. Damn. And 65-inch reach for Rose, 65.5 for Joanna. Yeah, I know. I wasn't really dying to see the preliminaries right now. I mean, I could go back and watch that. I'm gonna watch the main card on Showtime tonight at 9. There's like maybe one or two fights on the preliminaries I want to see, but I'll just go back and watch it. Okay, so let's see. Let's go ahead and jump ahead here. Got Bruce Buffer making the announcements. Okay. Got these two facing off, Rose and Joanna in this rematch. After Rose knocked Joanna out in the first round of their first fight, Joanna want to try to get that strap back. And she fought though. I mean, she really did fight this time around. She wanted that belt, man. But Rose's skill set is just a little too much, and styles make fights. That's what made this a very competitive fight. At the same time, Joanna was just dealing with something she ain't never dealt with before. A very solid all-around boxer striker that can make her fall into her traps, man. All right, so here we go, round 1. Okay. Referee, get out the way. Round 1 start. Here we go. All right. So Rose is already finding her distance. Joanna trying those little feints. She's kind of being weary of stepping straight in. Usually Joanna's right out there from the jump, pumping the jab out. She's throwing the jab kind of short in this fight because she's trying to be careful as she goes starting her leg kick. So Joanna does start with the leg kick because she has that reach. But But the jab, she's not really throwing too many punches yet in the first 30 seconds. Rose is sticking the jab out and lands a 1-2 on the inside there. Rose is controlling, you know, just from the outside, you know, finding her angles, stepping in and out. And Joanna's very cautious, man. Very cautious this first round. Like she ain't fully extending those shots yet. On the inside, she'll throw a barrage, but she won't extend the jab out. You know, she's being careful. She's flicking a couple jabs out. Rose's movement is just a little too much for her. You know, she's trying to feint. She's throwing all these feints, but, you know, Rose ain't really falling for these feints, you know. As Rose with that, throwing that high kick, misses. Good jab by Rose. Ooh, Rose misses with the 1-2. She's back out, circling. She's just circling, you know, picking her spots when she wants to attack. And that's what makes Joanna kind of weary about letting them hands go. All right, Rose starting to put the pressure, lands a good left hand up top on Joanna. She's back out. Ooh, good 1-2 by Rose right there. That was a good hard 1-2, and she steps back out. See, that's what's so hard for Joanna's used to people being in the pocket, and, you know, she's able to step outside and dictate when to attack, but Rose is really dictating the pace here. See how she swats those jabs away, steps out of range of the jab. Then Rose is right back in the pocket. And then she's out. Ooh, good little straight left knocks Joanna back. Joanna goes back to that leg kick. See, Joanna hadn't really been throwing leg kicks too much in this first round. She landed like 2. Ooh, good stiff 1-2 from Rose. Rose is back out. Joanna's trying to pump that jab. Rose with her own leg kick. Joanna trying to fight a little hard in the pocket, but, you know, Rose is out. See, Rose don't want to fight in the pocket, so, you know, she'll just dip out at an angle and, you know, make her reset. At the 220 mark, Rose, you know, step into her left, step into her right, stepping out at those angles. Ooh, good stiff jab by Joanna there. See, this is the type of fight that Rose likes. You know, this is the type of fight she could fight 4 or 5 rounds if she could, where she could just dictate the pace, pick her shots. Good leg kick by Joanna. Ooh, good right hand by Rose. Those left hands already got the bridge of Joanna's nose red, boy. Man, that nose is red, boy. Those shots are landing clean for Rose. Joanna trying to put that pressure on, lands a hard leg kick, but gets hit with the right hand by Rose. She's able to take the power so far this time from Rose. That's why she's trying to take chance. Ooh, Rose coming on strong with a good 1-2, followed by another 1-2, and she dips out at an angle. See, Joanna is a good striker on her feet, but it's kind of hard to fight somebody like that if you're not used to it. Like, Joanna's not used to a fighter that's going to give her all this movement and then at the same time hit hard as hell, you know, or this accurate. Rose, ooh, Rose, left hand to the body, right hand up top. 1 minute left. Rose just letting her come to her. Joanna giving feints. Trying to stick the jab out. She misses. Ooh, eats a hard right hand from Rose. Rose goes to the body with a left jab. Rose knows how to attack. You know, she knows that range. Like, she's really good at measuring that range. Ooh, good left left jab by Rose. Good lead kick. Leg kick to that lead leg from Joanna, which is going to be a factor later on down the line, but early on she wasn't landing too many. All right, 10 seconds left. Rose is moving back straight. Ooh, yeah, exchange. Good 1-2. Rose runs into a left hand in that last 5 seconds of the round. Dang. Rose went on the attack there, boy. She sent Joanna flying back. Joanna's still thinking about that power, man. Joanna's still thinking about, you know, the power and accuracy. Like, Rose ain't like crazy powerful, but it's the accuracy. And that's what's, you know, killing Joanna. You know, that's why Joanna's nose is red right now. Yeah, those leg kicks are coming. Those leg kicks are coming, Marcus. Okay, I think we all agree Rose won this one, so I won't have to worry about combo blocking. Yeah, okay, but I'm still gonna call out what we didn't see. You know what almost cost her the fight, Robert. I'm gonna call out what almost cost her the fight. It was competitive. Now, this fight was very competitive. Good left hook by Rose in this instant replay. Good jab. And she is backing Joanna up. Cracks Joanna with the right hand left. Joanna goes on the clinch. Rose got those underhooks at the end. And that was a good round for Rose, man. Good first round for Rose. All right, second round. Rose moving a little bit more comfortable now. Not that she wasn't in the first round, but she looks a little bit more relaxed here. She's side to side, stepping in and out. Ooh, hold on. Let me go back real quick here. I think Rose got caught with the right hand here. Hold on. Yeah, she got caught with the left jab at that 4:45 mark. Hold on. Good stiff left from Joanna. Ooh, then Rose caught her with a left on her way out. Good leg kick by Joanna there. Double jab from our Joanna. Rose counters back. Rose measuring this distance well, man. That's what's really killing Joanna. Joanna just don't have like an answer for this type of pace. You know, but she keeps trying. That's what's gonna, help her in the end. You know, she finds a home for the leg kick. That's what's really helping her in this fight. But she still can't really disrupt Rose's rhythm. Rose will disrupt her own rhythm. That's the thing. Like, Rose will disrupt her own rhythm by kind of losing focus and, just kind of losing wind down the line. That's what usually causes her a round or two or a fight. And that's the only thing that Joanna can hope for here. See, in and out at these angles. Rose is in and out even when she's not hitting, and it makes Joanna kind of nervous. Like, Joanna's throwing feints, but nothing's really happening with these feints. Like, Joanna's not able to throw any shots up top except that inside leg kick. Two of them. Inside leg kick from Joanna, then one on the outside. Left, right kick, another left kick on the inside. So she is finding that. And if you can find one weapon to work, that's good. But Rose is coming on attack. Rose is putting pressure. 1-2, 1-2. Left hook by Rose. See, Rose knows she can take her power. That's why she'll just bum rush in like that with a good barrage. These good combinations by Rose, man. She's really like starting to redden that face of Joanna. So right now, only thing Joanna's got going for her is the inside kick and outside kick to that lead leg of Rose. Rose has got a little bit of everything. Ooh, good hard leg kick. Hold on. That one looked like it hurt Rose. Hold on. I'm going to go back here. 255. Yeah, like at the 255 mark, Joanna hit the outside of that leg, and it kind of made Rose kind of bend a little. Yeah, the knee is red. Rose's lead leg is red here. And that's what Joanna's shelling up, eating 2 or 3 punches from Rose right there. Rose coming in, dipping and slipping and sliding out. Almost caught Joanna with a big right hand there. Still putting that pressure on Joanna. Joanna's backing up. And her pressure is in like an awkward angle. It's not straightforward. It's like at a diagonal. And she's moving her head, so Joanna doesn't really have a clean-cut target. That's why she won't throw anything. Rose got those underhooks. Ooh, Rose with the underhooks. Joanna with the knees and the clinch. See, Rose is good on the outside, but this is not where she don't need to be here. Clinch fighting is Joanna. Joanna's physically stronger. Lands 3 big knees. Back on the outside, it's all Rose. So this is just where she needs to be the whole fight. I think her outside game is enough to mix it up and throw off a fighter like Joanna. You don't have to mix it up by going on the inside. If you look here, she's just dipping her head in and out in the pocket. Joanna's not throwing. The clock is running out, so that's how you win a round. Get off when you want, go on the defense, Ooh, hard left hook in the inside by Rose. That kind of rattled Joanna. Joanna is taking these shots better this fight, definitely. Joanna's trying to load up that lead kick. That kick to the lead leg, but Rose dipped out. Good pressure by Rose though. And it's 1-2. 1 minute left. Good stiff jab by Joanna. Rose still backing her up, making her move in the direction she wants, man. That's what's, ooh, hard left hand by Rose. Rose keep going in this clinch. She's eating big knees. Big knee from Joanna. Another big knee from Joanna. Physically stronger than Rose. Rose wants to push her to the fence, but Joanna's just too much right here, man. This is Joanna. Joanna can get an underhook with ease and land a knee. Another knee. 10 seconds left. Hard forearm from Joanna in the pocket there. Well, not in the pocket, but in the clinch. Ooh, 1, 2. 2 big knees to finish the round for Joanna, man. That round was Rose's round, but that type of fighting favors the physically stronger fighter, which was Joanna, like the end did. But the majority of the round was just controlled by great striking from Rose. But gotta stay out of that pocket, man. Gotta stay out of there. All right, what y'all saying in the comment section? Almost doesn't count. It will the next fight. That's what it will the next fight, Robert. Yeah, that's her problem. Yeah, she can't see a left hook. Victoria, what's going on? She said you got to do more. BKFC. Oh yeah, bare knuckle boxing. I haven't even done none yet, but yeah, maybe I will. You know, my girl Brittany Hart, you know, I interviewed her and we, you know, had a good chat about bare knuckle boxing. So maybe I will start doing that. All right, hold on, y'all. Let me catch this stream up. One second. Okay, round 3. Actually, let's look at this instant replay here. Hold on, y'all. Yeah, that left hook, man. That thing will land like money for Rose. Look at this leg kick by Joanna in the clinch. Rose breaks, gets hit with the left from Joanna. Good left hook by Rose. Damn. This was a good fight. Of course, I said the same thing when I watched it the other night, but you know, it's a good fight. Okay. All right, let's see. So right now, what do we got? We got a 2-0 for Rose, right? I think we all can't argue that. There's no controversy here. We just studying what Rose is doing here, right? All right, round 3 about to start. Rose got a little red around the nose. Joanna's showing some damage though around the eyes. Okay, here we go, 3rd round. Inside leg kick from Joanna. Joanna's bouncing around a little bit more. Ooh, what happened right here? Hold on, let's go back to the 448 mark here. 451. Joanna's gonna step in, getting a little too comfortable. Got knocked off balance. I think it was a little left. I think she just kind of stumbled. I think she caught her right though. All right, Joanna getting a little bit more comfortable. Now she's trying to apply pressure to Rose. She got to. I mean, that's the only way you're gonna land anything. You know, double jabbing. Still jabbing a little short. Joanna trying to stay in the pocket more. You know, she's got that shoulder blocking her chin. She's trying to switch up. You know, she's trying to make that adjustment to fight a much more mid-range fight and in the pocket fight. So that's the only way you can get some work in on Rose. Come on. Inside leg kick from Joanna. Rose in and out movement is just too much. You know, she'll step out to the left, reset to the right, vice versa. And she makes Joanna miss with those little slips to the left. Rose misses at that 1-2. Rose really like pump faking a lot. You know, she'll step in, step out, ooh, and then boom, she's in range. Good straight left hand knocks Joanna back. The right wasn't there, but she took a leap in and landed a good left hand and knocked Joanna back. You don't see too many of these like this. Just a good jab to the body from Rose. Right hand up top. Ooh, left right from Rose. She's cracking Joanna on the inside. Good outside kick from Joanna here. That's really still Joanna's thing. That's her money, is just the leg kick. She still hasn't really established like a good jab on Rose, because Rose's movement is too much for her. You know? Alright. Ooh, good solid left from Joanna that time. Okay, Rose trying to back Joanna up now. At center of the octagon, I saw her, who blocks a head kick from Joanna. Stepping out. Ooh, hard right hand left. Hard right hand ends it with the left, and she's out. Another one. Joanna kicking the outside leg. Kicking the outside of the lead leg. Boy, got that thing red. Those are some good kicks. Good hard kicks. But she ain't mixing it up enough. Rose's attack is very... it's too much for us. Too many things coming from different angles. Rose misses that wild right. Back on her feet. Hard jab from Joanna to the body there. Not too many of those. See, Joanna's not going to the body too much with her jabs and her punches. That's why she's falling behind. Ooh, two outside kicks to that lead leg for Joanna. Rose is still good on it. Thing is red though. Good jab to the body from Rose. Ooh, 1-2, 1-2. One from Rose. Dang, 3 punches from Rose there. Good right hand by Rose over the guard of Joanna. Joanna's getting a little bit more comfortable to eat these punches to try to give something, but she take a lot of damage. Inside kick from Joanna there. She's putting that pressure. You know, it's a different pace. You know, sometimes Rose will let her lead, sometimes Rose will lead, sometimes she'll let Rose lead. It all kind of depends on what she wants to do. Good jab by Joanna. Swinging out of range there for Joanna. Rose coming back with her own left kick there. Straight jab up the middle. Ooh, front kick to the chin of Joanna for Rose. 25 seconds left. Ooh, Rose hits a hard right hand on that pocket right there. She stepped in. She didn't step out quick enough. She had a hard right hand. She's kind of going on the back foot here. Rose misses that front kick. I think that right hand kind of dazed Rose a little bit, because she another right hand from Joanna to finish the round. That round was close, but I gave that to Rose. I gave that round to Rose. I mean, what do y'all think? I got a 3-0. All right, let's see what the comments saying. Marcus, I can see Rose using lateral movement along with her boxing against Zhang, but I can also see Zhang using leg kicks in order to make her stationary. That's the problem, man. Yeah, that's the problem. Her lead leg, you know, she needs to be quicker to get out sometimes, and I think Wei Li is just as quick, not as technical, but Wei Li has speed. Somebody told me Wei Li was slow. I can't remember who it was, but Wei Li ain't slow. All right, you want to get in the leg stretches here. Corner stretching her out. Is she cramping or something? Yeah, Mr. Lee, it definitely looks like a boxing match. Uh, yeah, very much so. All right, let's go into round 4, y'all. Here we go. Rose got that red knee, boy. All right, here we go. Both fighters moving just about as quick. Using a lot of head movement in the center of the octagon. Ooh, Rose with a good stiff jab up the middle. Starting to fight with a little bit more urgency, like she wants to close it. Stiff jab from Rose. There's a little glancing leg kick from Joanna. Still, stuck that jab out that time. Looked like it landed for Joanna that once. She's still kind of jabbing short. She ain't fully extending it because she kind of worried about the counter punching. Well, it's 4th round, so she gotta really commit to extending more. But that's what happens when she extended. She extended there, and boom, stiff jab from Rose. There's a right hand through the guard for Joanna there. Ooh, good inside kick for Joanna. Still, ooh, body shots by Joanna there. Misses with that left hook up top though. All right, Joanna's feinting more now. Not from the outside, but she's starting to close the distance. Another hard leg kick for Joanna. Started coming on a little bit stronger here, That and the fact that Rose is walking her down. Hard leg kick there. Oh, what? Stick that jab up the middle. Rose answers with her own leg kick there. She dips out at an angle. Still using angles, but she's staying in the pocket. See, this is where, hard right hand for Rose. Rose starts to leave herself a little bit more vulnerable whenever she starts to stay in the pocket a little too much. Hard right hand from Joanna. Jab to the body from Joanna. See, now Joanna's starting to find a rhythm more now that she's in range. Rose is starting to slow down. Feints. Joanna's starting to come in now, apply more pressure. Rose throwing a 1-2. Short with her right hand there. Nice little block from Rose, blocking the body kick. Rose good for striking off the back foot. Ooh, a little exchange on the inside there. Rose knows how to dip out at that angle, like in the pocket. That's the good thing about her boxing. That's what saves her. She'll step in with the right hand. She'll dip out at an angle, and then still like duck her head and move her head to different angles. Well, Joanna's starting to catch a little bit more here. Ooh, right hand to the body for Joanna. Stuck a good stiff jab in Rose's face that time. Joanna's starting to flurry more. She walking Rose down, willing to take these shots now. Stiff jab for Joanna. Starting to stand her ground now. Hard kick to that lead leg. Rose look a little bit. Ooh, another one. Look like that leg kick's hurt. Starting to show its effects. Rose definitely slowed down this round. I mean, she's still good in the pocket, but she's taking more here. She's eating that kick. That's what's really killing her, man. Like, she got to go back to the outside work to that same speed. Because Joanna's closing the distance. Like, Joanna's fully extending shots, Ooh, good 1-2 for Rose, though. Joanna trying to shake her head like it don't hurt. It hurts, though. Here we go. Bouncing on her feet, Joanna still trying to come in, take chances, trying to block that chin a little bit more. 40 seconds left in this round. Joanna's applying that pressure. Ooh, stiff jab from Rose there. Joanna's staying in there, man, but she's eating shots, man. She's giving shots, but she's eating some. That right eye is swelling up. Right hand from Joanna. 18 seconds jab to the body from Joanna, but then she eats a left hook from Rose, boy. Back to that inside kick, outside kick. Man, it's 2 good kicks in the round there. Ooh, hard one. Hard outside kick to that lead leg of Rose. I gave that round to Joanna there, man. I think Joanna was mixing up her attack, taking more chances there, and she was definitely taking more chances and getting the results she wanted. She said, okay, I got to mix up this attack. I maybe got to take a few shots here and there, but if I do that, I can get what I want. And she got what she wanted that round. Got some good inside kicks, outside kicks on Rose. Landed some good shots upstairs. You can see Rose is kind of cut around the lip, bleeding a little. Joanna got that eye swelling from them left hooks though, but that's what she had to do to get in there. If you want to take those chances, you got to get in there. Robert said, wait, at least slow. I don't think so. I scored it 2-1 this point for Rose the first time I rewatched it. That's where I scored. I had 2-2. I got it 3-1, which is crazy because sometimes I've had it 2-2. But yeah, I got it 3-1 for Rose here. All right, last round. Let me start this last round back. Actually, I might go back and watch that third round again. I just want to see what I was missing, because I think the other night when I watched it, I gave that round to Joanna. I can't remember. I think that was the round. Maybe I was missing something. I was counting something, so hold on. Because I was messing with my little score here, but I think I did have that round for Rose. Joanna. All right, last round. Joanna pumping that jab out. She's just kind of sticking it out in the face of Rose. She threw like 4 or 5, and none of them landed. She's circling to her left to avoid the left hook, because she can't really see out of that right eye. Rose coming in, the 1-2, backing her up. Ooh, Rose coming in for that attack. Eats a straight left jab from Joanna. Ooh, good 1-2 from Rose. Cracks are hard, boy. And she steps right back out. Ooh, good left hook from Rose. Damn. Rose back to being patient. Ooh, hard leg kick from Rose. Kind of buckles Joanna. Hit the, that back of the knee. Boy, that junk hurts. Rose in the pocket here, but she's a little bit more patient. Ooh, good stiff left hand from Rose. She is cracking Joanna with some good shots up the middle, man. Ooh, hard knee from Joanna in that clinch. Rose goes on attack. She's mad, boy. She lets a combination off. She's backing Joanna up. All right, so Rose got a little dog in there. She got hit with that big knee, boy. She came after her, man. Hard leg kick there. That one looked like it hurt Joanna. She got her own leg kick going for Rose. Good hard right hand upstairs for Rose. Stiff jab from Joanna. She's stepping out. Joanna's kind of hurt here. She is busted up, man. Nose is bleeding. The right eye swollen from the left hooks. The nostril is bleeding from those right hands. Ooh, leaping uppercut for Rose. Right on the chin. Yeah, leaping right uppercut. Yeah, Rose is comfortable now. She's just kind of picking her shots here in the pocket. Not really even worried about the leg kick anymore. She's just fighting more stationary, using more head movement and more authoritative shots here. Still hasn't abandoned her angles, even though that leg is, torn up. She's still dipping and sliding out. Right hand, I think the right hand almost cracked Joanna there. Cracked Rose. Joanna going back to that kick. 1-2 by Rose. Damn, she is tattooing Joanna. All right, head kick for Joanna. Jab. Rose goes on the attack. When Rose gets hit, she likes to attack. I noticed that. Like, ooh, right hand for Rose. She dips out. Another left jab from Rose. Yeah, when she'll throw that jab or straight right, she kind of dips her head at an angle, and Joanna still hadn't figured that out yet. You know, the head is like really off the line at an awkward angle, so she can't get her. Oh, 1-2 by Joanna. Ooh, stinging jab from Rose. Rose coming forward with her hands high. She trying to walk her down here. Walk her down at this range. Rose is walking her down. Hard left hand from Rose. Ooh, good front kick to the face, then to the body for Rose. Good fight. Good jab to the body by Joanna. Kick to that inside of the lead leg from Joanna again. Damn, they are throwing. Double left hook from Joanna. Joanna throws a stiff jab up the middle. 1 minute, less than a minute left. Round 5 total strikes actually got Joanna landing 26 and Rose 15, but I'm giving the edge to Rose this round. I think Rose's shots have been a lot more effective. Damn. Rose still slipping them shots, boy. Oh, and this is how Rose won it. She got that trip and takedown. That's what she wanted. She wanted to cap that round off with the takedown, and she got it. All right, 15 seconds left. I think it's safe to say Rose won this round. But Rose is like trying to drag Joanna down, and Joanna's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm just counting these strikes that Joanna landed as she's trying to get up. So Joanna was kind of effective with the takedown, but I think Rose that definitely wanted the takedown. So that round, the takedown won her the round. So yeah, round 5 is for Rose too. Yeah, definitely, for sure. Yo, yeah, yeah, she definitely she stole the round, boy. She stole it with that takedown. That's what I was wondering. I was like, okay, she's got more strikes, right? But then all of a sudden, boom, takedown. She took it. That was smart. That was IQ right there. You see the IQ? All right. So let me go back and look at this third round, man. I mean, I'm not going anywhere tonight, so hold on. Let me go back and look at this third round. Cause I could have swore I was watching it. I think I was looking away a few times. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, I was over here counting something too. So I'm gonna go back to round 3. I'm gonna go back to round 3. I want to watch round 3 again because I want to see what was going on here. I'm looking at round 3 again here. So, all right, Joanna was working her leg kick, and Joanna's, you know, kind of knocked off balance right there from Rose. Joanna starting to close the distance here more in the third round. This is where she started using a lot more feints. Good jab from Joanna there, straight up the middle. You know, she taking her head off the line a little bit, and you know she was trying to take more chances, so she did close the distance. And she was trying to cover that chin with them shoulders. A little head kick from Joanna. Joanna pumping the jab out on different levels. Yeah, as soon as I said, look, you need to start doing the jab to the body more, she started throwing it to the body in the third round. So good inside kick from Joanna here. Ooh, stiff jab from Rose. Rose, her accuracy is something though, man. That's what really, you know, contributes to her power and her, you know, her ability to knock Joanna out that first fight, you know, because she's still working on her power. I mean, it's only her only stoppage on her record, so she's not like a crazy powerful puncher, Rose. You know, she's just an accurate puncher. Right hand from Rose there. Joanna's, you know, doing good on her back foot here. You know, she's not running too much. She's willing to meet in the middle. take chances, and there you go, pump the jab out and land some good jabs there. Inside kick for Joanna there. Ooh, outside. Yeah, I watched this the other night, and I think I was just distracted for a second because I was missing some of these kicks that Joanna's landing. And this is because this was the round I was talking about where Joanna started landing more leg kicks and she started doing damage. So yeah, I had to give Joanna the third round. Very close, man. Very close fight. 3-2. Yeah, that's my original score. Robert over here sound. Oh, Robert, you be talking about BJ, but y'all be talking about BJ and Jillian, but listen to you, Robert. You over here, BJ, Robert over here tripping. Look at this. Yeah, this is just good work. This round by Joanna. That's what I was talking about. Like third round was the round where Joanna started landing more leg kicks, and she started slowing Rose down here. And her punch output started to increase because she was landing more. You know, she was able to go upstairs because, you know, Rose is becoming more stationary. I mean, you can see the lead leg is very red here. Damn, double kick. See, it was a good double kick there. The third round, man. I like the adjustment that Joanna made in this round, but Rose, her boxing is still just too much. That's why it kept her in the game, you know, for the next rounds, two rounds to be competitive. And then finally, boom, she said, oh, I'm going to stop boxing. Let me take her to the ground and win this round. So, yeah, I just kind of wanted to go back and glance at some of what I missed there because I had to fix something here. But, yeah, I had a 3-2 for Rose. You know, Rose took 1 and 2. Joanna made her adjustments in this third round and started closing the distance, started ripping the lead leg and started landing more in the pocket. And then she won the fourth with, you know, high volume of punching, more significant strikes. Then that fifth round, Rose, you know, she capped it off, man. She was able to take the round with that takedown there. So, yeah, let's go back here. Look at some of it. You know, instant replay. Let's see what we got. Okay, so there's one round. Boom, boom. 1-2 by Rose. She ends it with another left. Ooh, good left hook by Rose on this instant replay. Overhand right by Rose on instant replay. That inside kick. Boom. Outside kick by Joanna. Another one. That was her money. Rose's was just her all around much better striking upstairs, man. 1-2s, beautiful left hooks. Ooh, that bolo uppercut she threw. And then to top the round off, last round, she gets that tripping takedown. So yeah, very good striking from Rose. Still, I wouldn't suggest she fight in the clinch like that because, you know, Joanna is a much physically stronger fighter than Rose, and it showed. You know, she could control the inside and land good knees, but Rose, her accuracy is really going to be a problem for anybody. It's a problem for, it's going to be a problem for Weili. You got to get your hands on a smaller. A much smaller girl like Rose. That's my thing. Like, you got to get your hands on her, and you know, you got to hold her down, and you put that weight, put that dog fight on her. That's the best thing you can do to somebody like Rose. Wear her down to the body and to the leg. But if you let her stay on the outside all night, it's her game. It's her game. You know, she's very accurate, very quick, very smart. I know Joanna don't act like she thinks she won this fight, man. I always say that when I watch this fight, man. I'm like, come on, Joanna. You know you didn't win this fight. It was close. Towards the end, there were some close moments there, but then you let the round slip. She ain't do enough to win the fight. No. You didn't win that. Okay. All right. So yeah, that was my final score. The second time of watching it. I have it. It's the same. I had it 3-2 for Rose. Very good competitive fight. All right. Let's jump to the next fight, y'all. Let me see. Do this for them. Joanna's very tough, though. I gotta say that, man. The girl is tough as hell. She can take a punch. The crowd showing. Turn this sound down. Yep. Okay. Restart this. All right.
We welcome you back to Tokyo, and what?
Damn, sound keeps on. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay. Yeah, so good fight. Good fight. I think you know, like I was saying earlier in another video, Rose is gonna have to be just the outside fighter. Just like this, you know, be tricky on the inside, be quick on the inside to get what you need and get out and just control the fight. You got to be prepared for a 5-round fight for, you know, fighters like Joanna and Wei Lee. You know, that's just the approach you have to take to those type of fighters. You know, they if they have that hard exterior about them, you know, if they have that physical strength that you know you just can't counter or do well against on the inside, you got to fight. You know, you got to fight from the outside. I was watching Larry Holmes versus Ernie Shavers last night, and I was just like, you know, Larry Holmes is, you know, a great 12-round fighter. I mean, he controlled Ernie Shavers for 12 rounds. You know, he ate some hard punches, but other than that, you know, Larry Holmes is just like tagging him with the jab, and, you know, beating him in the corner whenever he would hurt him with the right hand. You know, he would let combinations off, you know, so very similar to that, you know. Larry Holmes doesn't go into a fight thinking that I gotta knock this guy out, or, you know, I can be stronger than this guy, or I'm this powerful. Nah, man, he just goes in there with his game plan and slowly breaks you down, all behind this jab, you know. But that was a good fight. Yeah, that was a good fight. Larry Holmes and Ernie Shavers. I mean, they fought twice, but watch that first one. You know, that was a good fight. Let's see here. All right, y'all, let's jump to the next one. So once again, if you like to watch along, pull up Claudia Gadelha versus Jessica Andrade. All right, let's look at tail of the tape at this time. Claudia was 28, Jessica Andrade was 25. Claudia was number 1, Andrade was number 4. Claudia's 5'4", 5'1.5" for Jessica Andrade. 63.5-inch reach for Claudia, 62-inch reach for Jessica. So before I start this fight, man, like, I picked Claudia to win this fight. I think a lot of people did. You know, I thought Claudia won this fight. I thought Claudia was gonna win this fight. Excuse me. I picked Claudia to win because I felt like she had more levels to her game. You know, Claudia, solid ground fighter, very strong, you know, has the jiu-jitsu, but I also thought she had better striking than Jessica Andrade, which she did when she used it, but her IQ isn't that good. This was the first fight where I said Claudia Gadelha she does have a very good IQ. This was a perfect example of her IQ in a fight. You know, what she won't capitalize on, and how she'll let a fight slip out of her hands and just fall all the way down like that. I mean, it started off beautiful in the first round, and in that first round, it was just like gone, man. Like, she started letting it go. Second round was gone. Third round, she could have got stopped. I was like, what the hell is she doing in there, man? Like, I think Claudia kind of lost something in this fight too, man. I don't know if she lost the fight or she just got hurt bad. You know, it was just weird, man. Like, she had never fought to a high level again, man. And it's a mixture of the lack of cardio, and lack of IQ with her. You know, what she has about her and what she uses for like 30 seconds in a round, she needs to understand that can help her win a fight if she continues to hold on to that. But nah, man, this was just a bad it was just a bad time for, well, I can't say it was a bad time for Claudia. It was just a bad, just bad execution, just bad output for her in all of her fights. Man. B. Kendra, what's going on? She said, interesting that Joanna outstruck Rose. Yeah, she did. I don't, when I really looked at it, I don't find it interesting as much. Like, I think it's the fact that Joanna's a volume striker, and if she starts to close in, she will let her hands go. Like, Joanna does have a higher punch output than Rose. The thing is, that helped her win the fight. Rose was definitely a takedown and just the accuracy, but I could see where Joanna was probably landing more, but I think Rose is being much more effective. Like, so round 5, I thought Rose was landing more actually though. I thought she was landing more in that round. Robert Henry said, I'll never understand how Holmes got up from that monster punch from Shavers. Man, that dude could take a hit, man. Oh, that second fight, right? Yeah, that was the second fight. Yeah, he got up from that fight. He got up from that punch, and he stopped him, man. He stopped him. He stopped Ernie Shaver. Because the first fight, it was pretty, open and shut, clear, clearly cut and dry that Larry Holmes was, outboxing him. Sorry, I was drinking some water. Okay. B. Kendra said Claudia has only subbed one person in the UFC. Yeah. Carolina, right? Yeah. Carolina's the only person she submitted. Everybody else she just kind of beat up or outworked, or got gift decisions against, like, Angela and Carla. Rose got her legs kicked a lot. Yeah, like Kendra, when she started getting hit with those leg kicks in the third round, that's where she slowed down. I mean, you could see the inside of her thigh, you could see the redness on the knee. That's what kind of caused her to go stationary, but she still pulled it out. She still pulled it out. Robert said Claudia Gadelha's fight IQ is like a gas tank. Yeah. She lacks cardio and lacks the IQ, man. I don't think Claudia's ground game is better than Jessica's. Jessica's had more subs. I agree. Yeah, I agree with that. After watching this fight, I watched it, last night again before tonight, and I was like, Jessica's ground game is much better. It was the stand-up. I thought the stand-up was going to be better in this fight for Claudia. But all right, let's get started, y'all. All right. So if you want to watch, let's get started. Let's go to Bruce Buffer here. Claudia was 15-2 here. I want to know what was on Claudia's mind. Like, was it to win or just like have fun in there? Because she was smiling too much in this fight. Even when she was losing, man, I was like, what the hell are you doing? Yeah, Jessica's ground game to me is better. I think it is better. Stand-up was definitely favored Claudia until she chose to take it to the ground, which, I don't know. She wanted to go muscle for muscle or something. Okay, here we go. They're touching gloves, round 1. Here we go. All right. So Claudia throws a front kick to start things off, misses. Claudia is circling. Here's what I'm going to break it down for you right here where Claudia is making a mistake. All right, so Claudia leading with the right hand, right? Instead of pumping the jab out. She's doing some nice circling here to stay out of Jessica's power zone. Ooh, good right hand left hook by Claudia. But she's throwing a lot of hard power shots. And she's a fighter with no cardio, so you should start pumping easy punches out. Stop trying to fight so hard. There she pumps a jab out. She's swinging too hard though. Claudia using a lot of little movement here, a lot of herky-jerky movement. That adds to, that gas tank being taken away. See, she just pump a jab out, she wouldn't have to move so much. And she throws double right hands and a left hook. So let me go back right there. These shots are landing, right? But you're using a lot of energy. And you're not a fighter with a lot of gas, right? See, hard right hand, another hard right hand, left hook, another hard right hand, left hook. You land about 4 out of 5 hard power shots there, but Jessica's still coming at you. Yeah, they do damage, but this is the beginning of the round. You're going to waste a lot of your gas tank here. And that's what she's doing. She's stepping to the side, hard right hand again. Left hook by Claudia again. So she's winning the striking. She's landing good punches. Sticking her tongue out. I don't know why she's getting cocky like this. Throwing these wild shots. Good elbow. She's looking a little like she's gassed. She's breathing from the mouth here. Okay. So at the 310 mark, she's doing a lot of movement. She's winning the round, but she's doing a lot of movement that's going to cause her to slow down here. She's blowing her wad early. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 hard right hands connect for Claudia. She opens up a big cut on the forehead of Jessica Andrade. And now she goes in for a clinch. Why she goes in for a clinch, I don't know. You're doing the damage, just stay on the outside. 2 minutes and 40 seconds here. Claudia's winning the round of energy. Jessica Andrade is bleeding now, so why not just pump a jab out in her face? Just pot shot. But she's still swinging for the fences. Leading with the right hand instead of throwing a nice stiff jab. Alright, at the 217 mark here. Claudia using some nice movement. Making Jessica reset. But she's still loading up. 3 hard punches. Jessica Andrade closes in, has an underhook. Jessica Andrade's got Claudia right where she wants her now. She's pressing Claudia to the fence. And you know what's coming. There she goes for that leg. She's got a leg and up in the air and slam. Jessica Andrade slams Claudia on her back. Claudia bounces back up. Claudia climbs Jessica and she's going in for that guillotine. She slides out. She falls on her back. And now Jessica Andrade's on top in the guard. And this is the ground game with Jessica Andrade. Kendra, I know what you're talking about. Hard body shots from Jessica Andrade. Damn. Hard hammer fist to that sternum. Standing up, swinging, boy. She is bolo. She's bolo punching Claudia while she's on her back here. Leaking from the head, but she's working. This is the relentlessness that we talk about with Jessica Andrade. When she's on top and she's this physical with you, you are in for a treat. Damn. Jessica Andrade is just like leaking, man. Like her forehead is leaking into the face of Claudia, and Claudia is on her side. That's like almost a side quarter of side control there for Jessica Andrade. She is beating Claudia up right now. She's leaking on her and punching her in the face. Accurate shots to the face. Oh boy, 37 seconds left. Damn, hammer fist to the body, up to the head. This is good groundwork. This is beautiful ground game for Jessica. Just taking advantage of every moment. You got to be active on the ground. Claudia done blew her load. Now she's getting beat up on the ground here. 17 seconds left. Jessica's just a street fighter on the ground. Look, she's like elbow, hammer fist. Holding both of Claudia's hands in one hand while she beats her with the other. Left hooks to the face. And the round is over. Alright, would I be wrong to give that round to Claudia? I thought Claudia did okay that round. For the most part. Until that two minute mark. That's whenever Jessica took over. Would I be round? I want to give that round to Claudia because she controlled it for the most part. It just went downhill towards that last part of the round. So big cut over the forehead there for Jessica Andrade. And Claudia, look at her face, boy. Started off good, and then after that, you just let the round go. All right, so let's look at the comment section. All right. I think Claudia gets uncomfortable standing or something. She seems to not really like to stand for too long. I don't get that. I mean, if it's working, why not just stand? Because, yeah, she has a chin. Why not just stand? How does Jessica have so much muscle and have amazing cardio? Doesn't make sense, really. Yeah, I don't know. Like, Jessica Andrade is just very athletic. You know, she's a very, very athletic fighter. She might just have a better training camp with that. And I think her relentlessness, it just contributes to it. All right, second round, y'all. Here we go. Claudia's got a cut over the left brow from taking the ground and pound. Her cut seems to be worse. Jessica over the forehead, they stopped it. They stopped the bleeding. Good 1-2 by Claudia. Claudia goes in for a takedown. Oh boy. Claudia shoots in, gets a takedown. Jessica Andrade pops back up. Jessica Andrade, here we go. She's taking her for the ride. Underhooks to that lead leg. But Claudia falls to the ground before she can actually take her down. Alright. Jessica Andrade still got that underhook. She's controlling that wrist with the other hand too. This is very good, strong physical work. You know, just all around grappling for Jessica Andrade. And Jessica slides down to that leg. Here we go, y'all. She goes, she loses it. They break. Claudia is bleeding bad out of that brow. Alright. Now Jessica's bleeding from her forehead. Dang, this is a bloody fight. So here, Claudia, yeah, I can kind of tell she seems uncomfortable, like she doesn't like the ground. I mean, like the stand up, so she goes in for another takedown. Instead of pumping a jab out, she goes for a takedown. And guess who sprawls out on top? Jessica Andrade. And Jessica is she is wailing away. Hammer fist to the face. Hammer fist to the face. Now Claudia's back to where she was in the first round, on her side. Ooh, elbow to the head by Jessica Andrade. Hit another elbow. At the same time, she'll work the body. So there is some type of technique to Jessica Andrade's, you know, attack. You know, it's a smart attack. It's head, body, head. It's head, body, head, you know. She's showing, ooh, good knee to the body. Knee to the face by Jessica Andrade. Right hand. Claudia's got a chin, boy. Anybody else would have been down and out. Back to the stand up here. Back to a range. Claudia's breathing heavy, boy. She huffing and puffing. And she will not pump a jab out. She keeps throwing this right hand. It's like they worked on the right hand, but they didn't work on the jab. Simple jab and a leg kick would get her so far, but she's just staying on the outside looking for the big shots of the takedown. As she goes in for another takedown. Eats a big knee from Jessica. And the thing is, she's really not hurting Jessica with these punches anymore. Man, Jessica is wailing away. Combination barrages, boy. Claudia's like leaning on the fence here. Leg kick. Claudia wants another takedown. Eats a left hook. Bounces off the fence. What is she doing here? Oh, the fence is holding her up. She's like leaning on it. Ooh, big barrage by Jessica. Jessica's just teeing off now. I mean, it's safe to say the only thing keeping her going is her chin, you know. She is taking a beat down. Knees to the body. Knees to the body. Elbows to the face. Anything Jessica Andrade can hit, she's hitting it. Look at these hammer fists. Referee is looking to stop it right there because she ate a big barrage. Hard hammering body shots. I don't know, man. Claudia, Oh God, Claudia, come with it. Oh man, left hook to the head, Jessica Andrade. That's why I say this fight took so much out of Claudia, because you know she's really getting her chin worn out here. Damn, left. Oh man, kick to the lead leg. She really, her leg is like buckling. Claudia's lead leg is buckled, man. I don't know what's keeping her up. She is getting beat. I'm talking about 5, 6, 7 punch combinations around the guard. She is really getting beat up here. Claudia. All Claudia can do is hold here for the last 20 seconds. She's just laying. Uh-oh. Jessica picks her up. Claudia locks in that guillotine. She is squeezing for dear life, like that's her last hope. Like she said, I gotta get this guillotine. Because if I don't, she's gonna beat me up some more. Round's over. She didn't get it. I don't even think she had a good grip on it. Okay, so round 2's over. All Jessica Andrade. That was a 10-8 round, I think. What y'all think? That was definitely a 10-8 round, right? I mean, 10-8 round, all because she just, you know, fought the wrong game, man. Wrong attack here. All right, let's pause here for a second. What are y'all saying in the comments here? Claudia's corner probably should have stopped it after the second round. She took so much damage. They know Claudia wasn't going to come back after that round. Yeah, that was a deadly round right there. I mean, I don't know if I would have let my fighter go back out after that, because she could have the referee could have stepped in a couple times because the combinations and the barrage was so bad, you know. I don't know. I don't know. Like, I don't know what her corner is telling her. It's almost like she's deciding what to do in there. All right, hang on, y'all. We'll get started here. Let's go back in here. All right. Jessica's got a better cutman too. I mean, her cut was leaking bad in the first round, but her cutman stopped that bleed from the forehead a little bit. Jessica's smiling. She knows she got this fight won. Yeah, look at Claudia holding on for dear life with that guillotine like she gonna get it. I was like, nah, you ain't gonna get that. Okay, let's get this thing going. I got a storm coming out my way, y'all. All right, y'all, one more round. Let's do this. And touch gloves and they hug. Third round, let's go. What can be done for this third round? Well, I could tell you what Claudia needs to do. I could just say she needs to do what she did in the first round, but she won't do it. Oh, here comes Jessica with the 1-2. And she's just comfortably walking down. Ooh, good left foot by Claudia. Oh, excuse me, by Jessica Andrade. And Claudia shoots in for a takedown, gets the underhooks. Jessica just backs it to the fence. I don't know why she does this, because you know what's coming. Jessica Andrade's got one underhook. And she's laying the knees to the back of the leg of Claudia and to the body. Punches upstairs. And she goes down. Goes that lower half. Got the leg. And boom. Slams Claudia on her back. She takes her behind away from the fence, picks her up over her head and slams her on her back. Side control for Jessica Andrade. Very good ground game. Just elbows, hammer fisted to the body. I'm surprised she didn't break Claudia's rib the way she's beating her. You ain't getting up. That's all I can say. She's not getting up in that position. Okay, locking up this arm. She's locking up the left arm of Claudia. Okay, now she's working the body. Okay. I mean, if you just pause this position, like real quick, I'm gonna pause this position. So Jessica Andrade, she's got the weight on the right arm of Claudia, and she's holding the left arm of Claudia with the left arm, and then she's using her free arm to just hammer the ribs in side control, to hammer the face. Now she's using both hands. It's almost like a kid hitting a little kid hitting the keyboard, you know, with both hands. You know, you're hitting both sides of the keyboard for sound. Like, I'm not being funny, that's what it looks like. She's like hitting one side and she's hitting the other side, and she's just beating her, almost like a kid either beating a drum or a keyboard. Oh man, left hook and right hook to the face. Now she's in that closed guard. Claudia's just got her in the closed guard to try to avoid the punishment, but she's not doing anything. You know, she's not even pulling Jessica close. Jessica's just working at a good distance in the closed guard of Claudia and just wailing away. Damn, Claudia like got like a red mask on now. Like Claudia's got a red eye, like the red bandana around her eyes. There you go. Now in that open guard, Jessica Andrade is just beating her up. I would call this a 10-7 round, man. Or a TKO, man, because they just need to stop it at this point. 2 minutes left. And Jessica is killing her, man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the head. Then just like beating her to the chest and to the rib. 1, 2. That's all this is like we're just counting punches now. Just count how many shots she lands to the ribs. She gets up, shifts position, goes back into side control, and now elbows mauling across the face of Claudia. God, I don't know. Like, the referee could have stopped this a couple of times. Besides squirming, Claudia's not really doing anything. Yeah, really, besides squirming, Claudia's not doing anything. I mean, even if she's squirming like that, I mean, that's not really saving her to make me say she wants to continue to fight. Like, Jessica's like landed dozens and dozens of blows here, man. I don't know about y'all, but I think, yeah, the referee could have stopped it. Now Claudia's just giving up her back. Her face is plastered in blood right now. And she's holding the weight of Jessica on her back. Gee. Just all around slaughter here. Claudia could have had a fight that would have favored her. Now she's trying to lock in that guillotine. No. Jessica said, no, we're not doing that. Boom. 1, 2, 3 from Jessica. Jessica muscles her back to the fence. Claudia, 15 seconds left. Just holding on to survive, man. And Jessica's taking her for the ride. Got that leg, and boom. Picks her up, slams her over her head again, and that is it. Shoot, I would call that a 10-5 round. You know? Oh, wow. Oh, man, if this was 5 rounds, oh, man, you might as well say a prayer, y'all. Mr. Lee said it's 8, the lowest you can go. Yeah, it's the lowest. I mean, you know, in boxing you can go lower, you know, if you knock a person down multiple times. But in MMA, I guess that's the lowest it can go, right? Yeah. Yeah, it seemed like Jessica didn't really want to go to subs because it was just a lot of blood, and I think the position she was in, it was safer to just like wail away, and she had the cardio to keep going. Oh, Mr. Lee, it's on UFC Fight Pass. If you got the app, that's where I was watching it. Yeah, no, Claudia was not defending anything. I mean, if you're not defending, I mean, let's stop it, right? You know, I would have done that. So yeah, I don't know, Kendra, did you give Claudia the first round? I gave Claudia the first round. I think I gave Claudia the first round. I mean, I think she did enough to win, like, you know, the first 3.5 minutes of the first round. But then then Jessica just came on strong. Okay, Mary F said they can afford 10-7. Oh, okay, so they can. See, I know in boxing it's like, you know, boxing it'll keep going low. You know, if you keep knocking a person down, then yeah, boom, it'll. I've seen a 10-6 round in boxing, but yeah, if you beat a person down like in this fight, I would have gave Jessica a couple of 10-7 rounds, man. Yeah, Jessica definitely had a better IQ. I mean, it was just the fact that she stuck to what she knew. You know, Claudia had the tools to win this fight, and it was obvious in the first few minutes of the first round, but it was like she abandoned it for no reason. It was like, oh, I want to fight on the inside. I want to go into a clinch with you. I mean, why would you do that? You know what Jessica's capable of. Come on. It just came down to a contest where she wanted to go strength for strength, and that wasn't smart. You know, you're supposed to work smart, not hard in there. Oh, you gave her the first round. Okay. I mean, I can't argue with that, but you know, I felt like the better control and the better stand-up effective strikes were Claudia, but that's why I had to ask, because I wasn't sure. Like, maybe the judges were like, yo, Jessica did enough to win every round. All right. So yeah, that was a good night. That was a good night of that was a good couple of fights, y'all. That was a good couple of fights. I don't know, Kendra, you came in a little late. Did you get a chance to watch the rematch with us here? The Rose and Joanna rematch. Did you get a chance to watch that? Mary said it used to be very hard to get it used to be hard to get even a 10-8 or lower. Now it's a lot easier to get a 10-8, but we still don't see 10-7s very often. I think Kazma got one in one of the UFC fights. Oh, okay. Yeah, I've seen a couple of 10-8s recently. I think maybe like a couple cards back in UFC, but yeah, it's very rare that we see a 10-7. Oh, okay. Yeah, Kendra. Yeah, I started early. I had to start at 6 because I'm gonna watch this Bellator card tonight. The main card starts at 9, so I kind of wanted to get a heads up. But yeah, you know, you can scroll back and watch it. I mean, it's an entertaining fight, and it was just entertaining live commentary to go back and watch it, man. Rose Joanna, the rematch was a good fight, man. I definitely could see where Rose could win against Weili, judging by what she can do in her boxing, but I also see where she could lose too if she doesn't stay focused for 5 rounds. Oh, Robert Henry said I usually go out. Yeah, that was a fight. Yeah, Young got a 10-8 round against Izzy. I couldn't believe he got a 10-8 round. What was it? That round where he took him down, I was like, okay, like 10-8? Yeah. Robert said he usually go out there and Claudia fights. Claudia got dominated, and that's being nice. You know, Jessica Andrade put it on her. Jessica Andrade seriously put it on her. I mean, you could argue that Jessica Andrade won the first. You could argue that either one of them won the first round, but second and third was all Jessica, man, just dominating with 10-8 rounds. So, yeah. Hold on, just doing something here. What's his name? Okay. We're out here giving a sense of humor at 10 every round. Kendra said, I don't think Whaley would give Rose space like Joanna did. That's true. That's true. That's why Rose got to be pumping out punches like clockwork. You know, she got to be pumping out shots and moving in and out of angles, and I think that's gonna push her to a level she never been before. Yeah, Rose like chess matches. You know, Rose like to stay on the outside. You know, Rose is like an artist when she's moving. You know, if she could avoid the dog fight and she could just paint you from a distance, you know, she could paint the picture. You know, she would do that. She would do that. Did Roxanne Modafferi get a 10-7 round or 10-8 round on Macy Barber? Mary, do you know? Seemed like one of them rounds. Roxanne got a 10. I don't know, I'm probably wrong, but it seemed like she maybe got a 10-8 round on Macy Barber in that fight. I'm just wondering. Ashley Yoder got a 10-7 round Suri Kondo, dang. Or maybe, okay. Kazmat got a 10-7 round John Phillips. I can see that, yeah. But yeah, Rose is like an artist, man. Like, you know, that's why I said she got to be a 5-round fighter. Like, you know, if you want to box like that and you just want to stay boxing against bigger, tougher people, you gotta have that. You gotta have that conditioning for it. Like, Rose got the footwork and all that beauty down, but what's the word? Well, you just said it, Kendra. Yeah, she slows down. That's the problem. You know, I see Larry Holmes going 12 rounds the other night. You know, I've seen so many fighters do it, but just watching Larry Holmes do that against a puncher, I'm like, 12 rounds. You know, 12 rounds. He's in there constantly moving and jabbing and moving and jabbing. Only attacks when he knows it's necessary. You know, you got to have that type of conditioning, man. Like, I think, of course, MMA is a different game. There's so much more to worry about, you know. But I think Rose just has to make sure she's prepared for that. That's a part of it, right? Yeah, I think they were probably the 10-8 round on Macy, you know, but Macy's face made that look like it was more. Yeah, I think it was just that blood and that pain she had from that torn ACL. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Let me see. But yeah, y'all, that was some good fights there. I always enjoy doing these. I always enjoy doing these little things, these little live round by round commentaries. What else? Oh yeah, Bellator's on tonight. Let me pull up this preliminary card. Who do y'all got between? Let me ask you this while you're here, Mary. Who do you got tonight between Liz Carmouche and Vanessa Porto? Oh, let me turn down the sound. All right, let me see what fight they're on here. Preliminary card. All right. Who y'all got tonight with Liz Carmouche and Vanessa Porto? I think that's a tough fight for me. You know, Vanessa Porto, solid as hell, you know, but I know she's got some years on her now, but she's very strong, you know. She's physically strong. She has a solid jiu-jitsu game. What I say, Vanessa Porto? I would say Porto. Kind of leaning towards Vanessa Porto in this fight. But damn, she's 37 though. I mean, on a nice little win streak though. Mary said Rose is good as the hammer, but she struggles as the nail. Yeah, I think she excels in technical fights, but she can crumble if she's getting pressure on her. Yeah, Robert was trying to mess with me the other day, talking about oh, you can't count the Carolina fight. I'm like, hell yeah, man. Like, Carolina put the pressure on her. Exactly. Carla put the pressure on her. Of course, Andrade put the pressure on her. But I'm just saying the Carolina fight, when Carolina put that brawl mode on her, man, it was like Rose would kind of break a little bit, kicks to the body. And, a couple of times she buckled from body shots from Carolina. When Carolina would come in with the 1-2, it was really starting to shake up Rose. Rose is doing fine from the outside now. Beautiful check left hooks in that fight, overhand rights. But whenever Carolina would come in brawl mode, or she would try to clinch and fight, the tie clinches, they all favor Carolina. Anybody putting pressure on Rose, it's kind of going to go in their favor if they are physically strong, and like I like to say, war ready, hard exterior. You want a hard exterior. Everyone counts Andrade versus Joanna, so you can definitely count Carolina versus Rose. Okay, Mary said I'm going for Carmouche. I think she's a lot more physical than Porto, and I think she's faced and beaten better opposition. I just hope she doesn't make the fight boring. That's what I'm worried about. I'm worried about her making the fight boring. But yeah, she is physically strong and still got some still seems like have a little bit more fight years. I know they're around the same age, but Liz Carmouche seems to got a little bit more fight years left on her. Excuse me. Carolina was getting beaten technique for technique, yeah. But the second she had Rose going backwards, yeah, she started winning. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, Rose, I was saying, my man, he messing with me. Robert always messing with me, talking about how you can't count Carolina's fight. But I'm like, hell yeah, you can, because that wasn't too long ago. I mean, that's a part of Rose's growth and her strength and weaknesses. If that's still her weakness, is the body punches or just the brawling, it's not going to change over time. She made up for fighting on the inside by trying to get better by fighting on the outside. You know what I mean, Mary? You know what that means, right? Like, she tried to, compromise having to fight on the inside by committing and becoming better with the outside, working on her accuracy, working on her boxing, improving that level and that discipline more to make it harder for people to get on the inside of her. You know what I mean? That's why I say if she goes into this fight with Wei Li, she's got to make sure that game is on 110%. She's got to make sure that is on 110%. And Wei Li cannot get on the inside at all, because if Wei Li gets on the inside, I think we can say clinch game, any type of grappling off the fence, it's going to favor Wei Li. Mary said you can even count the Tisha Torres. Tisha used to be but Russian style gave Rose problems too. Man, it's funny you mentioned that, Mary. I did a commentary a couple weeks ago on Tisha, and that's what I was calling out. I said Tisha does that. Tisha rushes. Tisha rushes in there, and I know Tisha won the first. I think Tisha won both fights. I don't know if you think that, Mary, but I think Tisha won both fights. I did a commentary for the second fight a couple of nights ago, and I feel like Tisha won both fights because of the pressure. The pressure and the volume punching won her both fights. I think Tisha won round 1 and 3 in the second fight. It was the takedown, I think, that kind of swayed the judges. Rose got a takedown in the third round. But to me, I thought Tisha won. That's me. I thought Tisha won both fights because of that physical strength and that pressure. Tisha's strong. Tisha did good in the Wei Lee fight, but I think Wei Lee did better. I think Wei Lee did better in the one Tisha fight than Rose did in both. That's what I think. Rose is very cerebral. Yeah, if you give her space and dance, she'll dominate. Yep. Problems having Rose isn't leading the dance. Right. That's what the problem was. Parts of the Joanna fight, second fight. High Five, what's up? High Five said, look at how Wei Lee handled her interview. She thoughtful and calm. That's how she's going to handle Rose. And not said Wei Lee will win. Wei Lee's a pressure fighter, handles pressure well. Rose won't be able to continue her chess game. Yeah, man, it's gonna be tough, man. Yeah, you thought Tisha won her rematch too. That's what I'm saying. I think Tisha won the rematch, in my opinion. I don't understand why people think Rose is so much more technical than Wei Lee. I think Wei Lee has good stand-up and ground game. It's just a different style. Wei has much more variety in her stand-up. I won't say that. I can see where people say she's more technical. It's more technical in her boxing and kickboxing. Like, it definitely is now. Like, Wei Lee get a little sloppy in there. Tisha Torres kicked her off balance a couple times, and Danielle Wolf. Not Danielle Wolf. What's her name? Damn, what's her name? Danielle Taylor. Danielle Taylor cracked Wei Lee a few times. Danielle Wolf caught her with some good punches in there. Danielle Wolf, she got short reach, but she overhand right. She put that overhand right on Wei Lee a couple times, and it kind of showed the sloppiness in there. I'm not saying sloppy is a bad thing, but it was kind of sloppy. I think Rose is much more slicker and more fluid. Now when we talking in the clinch, and we talking like wrestling, I'm kind of favoring Wei Lee there. Technically, I actually got to talk about this in a video too. Wei Lee in the wrestling, like, it's close there, man. Like, I think Wei Lee's very technical on the ground. Like, her ground game is technical. Yeah, but she's not like, LB Kendrick said, does Rose not get? Rose does here and there, like, wait a minute, let me say, like, it's not that Rose gets sloppy, it's Rose loses focus. Like, Wei Lee will start off kind of sloppy. There's times where she'll start off a little sloppy to me. But I don't think Rose is necessarily that Rose is sloppy. She just loses focus. That's what I think. Like, man, that she gets sloppy. It's just she loses focus, man. All right, hold on, y'all, to get y'all going fast here. Let me go back up here. Yeah, this is what I wanted to see. Mary said, I thought the second fight was close, but I think Rose grappler swayed the second one, but the striking was very close. Yeah, I think that's what the judges saw. I just saw Rose losing that one. Yeah. Wei Lee triple jabs and has a much more higher output. She also has more kicks. She has more kicks. I think she has a very good left hook. Like, I like Wei Lee's left hook, and I like her kicks, definitely. But I think finding range with her hands is still a little bit. It's a few levels behind Rose. DJC said Rose is going to knock Wei Lee out in the second round. I don't know. Rose is knocked out one. That's what I'm saying. Just like when I'm breaking this thing down, man. Rose only has one stoppage win. Knockouts. Knockouts. It's hard to score. Yeah, but like, I'm not saying she's better all around technical in every aspect, but certain things she's better in, like boxing, range finding. That's all Rose. But inside game, clinch fighting, top control. Wei Lee's a little bit better technically there, if that makes sense. Oh, Mary said Whaley's not sloppy. I think she's just flawed. I think she's aggressive as hell to a fault, and her defense is not elite. Exactly. That's what I'm saying, Mary. That's what leads to her sloppiness. Like when she gets so aggressive, she comes in not really thinking. Like there's a couple times she came in on Tisha Torres and boom, Tisha kicked in her stomach. She kind of rolled to the side. Like, aggressiveness, overly aggressiveness leads to sloppiness, because you're not thinking. But let's go forward. In the Joanna fight, she has improved. I think she has improved in there. DJ said Whaley almost got finished by a Joanna head kick. She took that kick, boy. Ooh, she took that kick. Almost, but she got it. Nah, Tisha did win that fight. Tisha did win that fight, in my opinion, man. Look, I'm a fan of Rose, but look, she didn't win that fight, man. I got to go with Tisha on that one, man. I felt like watching that fight a couple times, I was like, she won that fight, man. High Five said, I didn't see many of Rose knockout power. Her techniques only went well against Joanna and Andrade. That's what I'm to break down for y'all. Like, it's not the fact that Rose is a concussive puncher. She's been working on her accuracy. And that's the thing. Like, her accuracy is what's really been building her up as a fighter. Like, accuracy, precision leads to knockouts if you hit a person in the right place. That's why she was able to knock Joanna out. She hit Joanna at the perfect place in the perfect spot. She knocked her out. The second fight, she didn't knock her out because she never really got that same opening. And at the same time, Joanna was a bit better on her guard. She was taking the shot a little bit better. And I think she was expecting it more. So with that, the accuracy was still there, and you could see it in the damage on Joanna's face. Same with Jessica Andrade in the first fight. The accuracy was there, but can we really say like there was concussive, heavy-handed power there? Not really. Heavy hands maybe, just like naturally heavy hands, but not really like knockout power. It's not like she packs that Amanda Nunes type of hit of a punch in the strawweight division, but accuracy, that's what's really getting the better results from Rose is what I'm saying. It's definitely building her up, and it's making opponents think twice about coming in on the inside of her. That's something she's really been working on throughout the years, is her accuracy. Accuracy does damage, and like I said, it'll score a knockout if you can get it. But yeah, she's not like the Amanda Nunes of the strawweight division, because she only got one knockout. But she's definitely one of the better boxers because she lands some nice punches. She landed some nice accurate punches. Hold on, let me go back up here real quick. Whaley's been working. This could be one of those opponents. Sorry. Hang on, y'all. Connection's acting crazy. All right. Yeah. There we go. Yeah. Connection was acting crazy, y'all. Hold on. Okay. So Mary said, why I think Rose could knock Whaley out is more so that I think Whaley's chin is suspect rather than Rose has heavy power. I think the first Joanna fight being a KO was a fluke. Fluke. Was it a fluke? I don't really think it was a fluke. I think it was just a matter of, it was like an element of surprise where Joanna didn't expect it just because, she wasn't respecting Rose's boxing, and she didn't know that Rose was coming in there with the accuracy like she did, And yeah, I agree with you on that. Like, Rose has a nice check left hook and a nice overhand right that could drop Weili. Knock her out, I don't know. Put her on wobbly legs, yeah. But I don't know if she could knock Weili out, but she could definitely hurt her buzzer, man. Like I said, Taylor did it. Another fight I was looking at, another fighter I did, I think it was for the UFC, she did it. So yeah, that's definitely possible. But it's gonna come with a chess match. It's gonna come with a chess match. V. Kendra said, Claudia, Combo, do you think Rose headhunts too? Do I think she headhunts? I don't think she headhunts. You know, she's a chess player. You know, she's not a fighter that's going after the head. You can see her switch level. She's going to the body. You know, she'll jab to the body. She'll throw the right hand to the body. She'll come back up to the head. She's not a fighter that's just looking for headshots. You know, she'll take the headshots if it's there. If you give her this headshot, she'll take it there. But you know, she's usually slipping and sliding out. You know, kind of throwing fighters off, and then boom, boom, she coming in with the headshots. You know, she's taking them because the headshots are there. She's making you open up. But I don't think Rose overall is like a headhunter. You know, she'll go to the body. You know, she goes to the body for her punches. You know, that's why I was impressed by her. You know, Carolina, Joanna, Jessica, you know, she's going to the body. She's not all headhunter. Weili made Joanna wobble a few times with her shots, but Rose would crumble if she got hit with that type of power. That's another thing. Yeah, like, once again, going back to the hard exterior, you know, Joanna could take them type of shots. You know, Joanna can take those type of shots because she's built. You know, she's hard. You know, you can hit her all day in the head and her head will swell up, but she won't go out. You know, Rose a little bit more, I hate to say frail. You know, Rose ain't really like hard built like these other fighters. Great fighter from the outside, you know, beautiful chess fighter, but you know, like, she's not a dog. She's not a dog in there. You know, so yeah, like, I could see that. Yeah, like, Joanna could take this, you know, Joanna could take a few slams from Jessica Andrade. You know, she could recover. You know, she could put herself in a position to land on her feet and scramble, you know, and go right back to the outside. But when you looked at Rose taking a slam or two from Jessica Andrade, it was a different story, you know. That's just how it is sometimes. I mean, styles make fights, body frames make fights. What else? Rose should aim for the body and leg more. The Joanna fight was mainly just aim for the head. She got it, yeah. I think she aimed for the head because it was there. And she was getting headshots because, you know, Joanna was there. Like, she was opening her up, you know, by, you know, setting traps. You know, that's why she got a lot of headshots off. You know, she got a lot of headshots off. You know, but she was stabbing the body, though. She was stabbing the body, you know, to get headshots in that fight. And I think that she stuck with the head because she was doing a lot of nice damage to Joanna's face. But I think in this fight here with Weili, you got to be careful how you go to the body on Weili. You might get kicked in the head, you know. You got to be quick with it because, you know, the way Weili throws that side kick, or she throws that little kick she throws, she'll kind of flick out. That looks kind of minor, but it does damage. You got to watch out for those kicks. Joanna was compromised by the weight cut and proved in the second that she could absorb cleaner shots from Rose and not even stumble. Okay. I know a lot of people feel like the weight was a problem. Yeah, could have been. Mary says she's been stunned numerous times by less accurate or powerful opponents than Rose. I think Joanna stunned her, and even Danielle Taylor stunned her. Yeah, that's what I was talking about earlier. Yeah, Danielle Taylor stunned her a few times. Yeah, before y'all brought that up, that's what I was telling y'all. Danielle Taylor stunned her a few times, you know. But to get her out of there, you got to do more than stun her. You know, she's not a fighter that's going to be scared of getting stunned. You know, she's not going to go gun shy. You know, Danielle Taylor hit her with a few shots, but she went on the back foot. That's why, you know, Wei was like, oh, okay, that's all you got? I'm coming after you. What else y'all got? Let's see. A few power shots to Rose's nose and chin will drop it to the ground. Just mark my word. Dang. I'm going to talk about something on the ground, too, that I think all y'all seen it, though. I'm going to talk about it in the video. Y'all seen how Wei does in that top control, the way she grinds that forearm and elbow? I mean, that's like a game changer on fighters, man. Like, when she uses that physical strength and, like, the side control, and she starts grinding that elbow in your face, like, yeah, like, that's somewhere, you know, you don't want to be with Wei. Yeah. All right, Johnny A said Rose will dethrone Wei. It'll be close. Yeah, I'm still thinking, man. I'm just looking at I'm just really looking, man. I'm like, anything's possible. It's going to take some real focus and technical skill from Rose, and mainly focus. I know she's got the skill to do it, but it's going to take it's really going to take the oh, sorry, I was reading something on my phone. Yeah, it's really going to take the focus for Rose this time. You know, Rose has been training. You know, she's trained with Shevchenko. She's trained with that camp. You know, her trainers now do great for her. It's all a matter of just staying in there and saying you want it, man. Wei versus Joanna was a clash of styles. Wei was aiming for the head. Joanna was throwing a lot of kicks. I think that's why the judging is divided so close. Rose versus Wei may be judged easier. Yeah, when you got two hard-ass fighters in there like Wei and Joanna that can take a shot, it's going to be like blow for blow sometimes, and then it'll be skill for skill sometimes. And it just made a hell of a fight to judge. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I saw she's been training with Usman a little bit too. You know, that's definitely going to help on her wrestling. Like, yeah, I saw she's been training with Usman. I saw Lupita Benitez come through, get some session work with her. You know, Lupita Benitez, y'all know, former LFA strawweight champion. She's making her debut next week against Jessica Penne. Yeah, so she's been, you know, iron sharpens iron, man. So yeah, that's a good look in her camp. You know, Usman. That's somebody that she's going to need to really show that physical strength, how to deal with it, how to distribute that weight, how to deal with that type of fighter, how to defend from that type of fighter, you know. Mary F said Whaley's grappling looked impressive up until she fought Joanna and couldn't utilize it at all. She may find more success against Rose though because her takedown defense isn't as good as Joanna. Yeah, yeah, she couldn't show any type of ground game with Joanna because Joanna's just like stubborn, boy. She will not go to the ground. She's not going there. She's not going there with y'all. All right, what else? Johnny A said, hot take. Whaley drops Rose in the first shorter like Burns, Usman, but Rose recovers and dominates all 4 rounds. To help with Trevor Whitman, Rose will land the better counters, rocking Whaley. Sort of, okay. Oh, I can see in the first, sort of like Burns. Okay. Hey, that's a bold statement, man. You know, if she can weather the storm from like one of them big shots and just ride it out and strike from the outside, hey, that would really amp up her level, her game, and her resume. Mary F said, I don't think Rose is that durable. I don't think Rose is that durable. I think if Rose gets dropped, she's going to be drowsy up until she finished. I think I used the second Andrade fight as somewhat evidence of this. Rose has less output than Joanna. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You need volume to you kind of need volume to nullify Wei Li. You know, you gotta double, triple jab, switch levels of kicks on her. You gotta pump something out there constantly. Rose has some nice 1-2s and 3s. You know, she'll throw a nice 1-2 and a nice combination of left hook at the end, but I think sometimes it kind of gets her winded. Yeah. Yeah, Valentina couldn't keep Joanna on the ground. Yeah, she couldn't. Like, Joanna was slamming her a couple times, but she just bounced right back up. All right, so yeah, let's see. Yeah, it's gonna be a good fight, man. It's gonna be a good fight. I know that for as long as it lasts. Um, I think Rose is really getting her stuff together in this fight. You know, I think this is like a fight where Rose is gonna come fully prepared. You know, I think she's ready to try to get the belt back. You know, I think she's ready to try to, go back in there and, kind of reignite the flame, redefine herself as a fighter. You know, and it's going to prove some people wrong, I think, with the performance she comes in there with. She's going to try to do that, but I think Wei Li has just been getting better and better, man. Like, Wei Li, whew, man, she goes hard, man. She goes hard. Like, she's built for this game, man. She's showing you every day that, look, she can get better and better. And I want Wei Li to prove me wrong as far as her technical abilities too. I want her to show me that, look, I ain't sloppy. I want to get in there and do this and show you that, look, I can be just as technical. Gonna be a good fight, though. I know that. Good fight, y'all. Rose is gonna finish Jessica in the fourth. Rose is falling all over the place. Tell you the one. I do like Wei Li's left hook, though, man. I like that left hook that she throws. It's a dangerous punch, man. Like, you gotta have a chin to take that punch. That's why Joanna was able to take it a few times. And her right hand, she's very short and compact, so her right hand is something, like when she lands that right hand over the top on the inside, Wei Li is dangerous there. But, Rose can't have any Carolina Kobakevich moments in this fight. She can't have any of those type of moments, because if Carolina could do some damage in there, Wei Li will. Johnny A said, I think we'll see Rose versus Shevchenko in the future. I don't know, man. I don't know if that will ever happen. I don't think so. Like, at 125, Rose ain't really a big straw weight. I don't see Rose making 125 and looking good, Joanna could. Joanna definitely could make 125. I mean, she got to be there now because, she's killing herself to make 125. But, Valentina, that's... You heard them stories, right, Johnny, about how they would go hard in sparring and things? Shoot. Valentina was putting it on. Valentina was putting it on Rose in sparring, boy. And that's sparring. Imagine what would happen in a real fight. Wei Li, yeah, not Wei Li, but yeah, Valentina was putting it on Rose in the sparring, so that's not somewhere she want to be. Yeah, them being friends, I don't. Yeah. Since they both friends, I don't think that's another reason they wouldn't have the fight. Yeah, I don't see that. I agree with that, Mary. Yeah, like I think Valentina would definitely be doing some serious damage if she let go of that cautiousness sometimes. I think she could have knocked out Joanna, but that fight went 5 rounds because of her game plan. I said, hey, if Rose, that was my thing. I was like, yo, if Rose can knock out Joanna, how come? No, if Rose can knock out Joanna, I was like, okay, Valentina's gonna knock her out. But then when she didn't, I was like, whoa, she took a different approach. A little bit of too much of a technical approach. I was like, yo, you should have blasted her out of there. Yeah, when she let that offense go, it'll and that's the thing. Like when she's not letting her offense go, it's got a lot of fighters even a little bit more shook when she's not letting it go. You ever seen when you look at the Caitlin Chikagian fight? You look at the Caitlin fight, Jessica I fight, even the Amanda Nunes fights. Whenever she's not letting go, it's got fighters kind of on the on the edge of their seats, like, what's she gonna do? What's she gonna do? So she kind of has them shook mentally whenever she's not letting go. So imagine if she, just let that offense go on them right then. It'd be like, boom, Yeah, Marcus, I don't see her coming to 125 to fight Valentina, nor I don't see Valentina fighting them for 115. See, I didn't bring it up, Robert. You did. I wasn't going to bring it up, but now that you did, I can. Yeah, I saw the black eye. I saw that, I saw some of the training a while back, and I saw that eye. I was like, yeah, she getting that work in. I was like, Valentina in there kicking her ass. She was kicking her ass preparing for her for that fight. See, Robert, you went there. I wasn't going to mention the black eye, but you want to. That black eye boy let me know that, okay, Rose is getting in there. She getting the work in. No, Kendra. Not 115. I'll tell you, Kendra, like I told everybody else, if Amanda Nunes vacates the bantamweight belt and finishes her career at 145, then Amanda Nunes, then Valentina needs to go back up to 135 and challenge GDR for that bantamweight belt. That's the fight that needs to happen. That's the fight I want. Valentina don't need to go to strawweight. Valentina needs to go up to bantamweight. If Nunes stays at featherweight, fight GDR for that vacant title. I want Valentina Shevchenko versus GDR at 135. That would be a good fight. That's the fight that happened. Yeah. Yeah, Mr. Lee. No more weight cuts for real, man. Mary F said Valentina's opponents know that if they don't bite the bullet and just push forward and fight, they can't touch her and will get out, technically outclassed. Yeah. Valentina can try for the first triple champ. I don't know. If she moved to 115, who would be her worst matchup at 115? I think her worst enemy would be her own self because of her body, trying to kill that weight, make that weight. You know what I mean? If you try to go down to 115, man, that would be her worst enemy. Trying to get that weight cut and worrying about your kidneys failing on you. That would be her worst enemy. But other than that, I mean, like style wise, I still think she beats a lot of the fighters at 115. But somebody like Tatiana Suarez would be a good challenge for her. Can Valentina beat GDR? I don't know. That's why I want to see that fight. That's why I say that's my matchup I'm always telling y'all about. I'm like, if Nunes goes up and stays at 145, if that title becomes vacant, Valentina and GDR need to battle for it. I don't know. Holly already tried. I don't want to see Holly Holm versus GDR anymore. I want to see Valentina go back up to 135 and fight GDR. I don't know. I don't know if she can. That's a tough fight. That's why it's a must happen for me. Must happen. I think it's just a good fight style wise. Yeah. Valentina at 145, I could see that more than 115. You gotta be on a crack diet to get 115. Like, that'd be killer, man. The worst match in 115 for Valentina would be Suarez. Yeah. That's why I said Suarez would be the one. Yeah, Suarez would be the worst matchup because Suarez is a big 115. Now, DJ, see, when I look at Whaley, I don't see a fight Rose can't win. Yeah, she could lose. I'm a realist, but Rose has what it takes. She would do it. Yeah, she could do it. It's hard to call, man. In a straight up striking battle, I think Valentina is closing technical ability to GDR, but she's much better defensive. I think she wouldn't risk it though and would grapple. Yeah, I think she would grapple in that fight, but I think that GDR, her best defense in a fight with Valentina would be her offense. I think her offense would really, really be her defense, where it would shut down a lot of striking opportunities of Valentina. That's why I got to see that fight. I want to see if Valentina can switch that level and take the fight to the ground and keep it there, or if she could have some success with her counterpunch. But if she can't, then she'll take it to the ground. But I'd like to see GDR go in there and see if she can shut down the offense and push Valentina to a level where she's never struck so high before, where she's ever had to throw a high number of strikes. She's used to fighting at a very controlled pace. But let's see if GDR can push it out of her, and make her fight, or if GDR can just go in there and use that reach, use that right hand, use those straight punches, Yeah, she can't really grapple too much, but hey, you saw what happened to Pena though. Yeah, I don't really think, she can't really grapple, but her clinch game and everything is good. But imagine, man, like you never count out the impossible in MMA. Whenever I saw GDR get her first submission win over a grappler, I was like, okay, anything is possible. Anything is possible, y'all. Yeah, GDR got the best hands in WMMA, possibly in MMA. That's what I think. I mean, from what I'm seeing between Valentina, GDR, Joanna, and Rose, I think there's some of the best fighters with hands. And GDR, I do like her style though. Yeah, I think she's very, very fun to watch. Robert said, "Go ahead and block it." Hey, Robert, don't get emotional, bro. Don't get emotional over Tatiana, man. Now, you know, Tatiana, if she was on her game, you know what would happen. That's all I'm saying. Hey, you know me, I'm just always speaking the real over here, man. I don't alternate. I don't cut it or alternate it for anybody. Just off of what I seen, I think that, you know, Tatiana would have been unstoppable if she would have, you know, 2019, if she didn't have to leave the game in 2019 and she kept moving on, I think that, you know, Tatiana would have been a problem for everybody in the strawweight division. You know, Andrade went on record and said she didn't want to fight her. So that told me right there that she's got a mental edge over a lot of these fighters. But I ain't gonna block you, bro. Never. Never. Yeah, GDR was trying for some submission moves against Nunes. She was trying for some nice little submission moves against Nunes. Didn't work, but she did, and she got a nice little up kick on Amanda Nunes, didn't she? She did, right? Marcus said, "Are you ready for Nina Nunes?" Nina Nunes. So I guess when I do my post fights now, I gotta call her Nina Nunes instead of Anzaroff, right? Seemed like we was just still. Did she just change it all of a sudden? I thought she was still going by that name, even if they were married. I don't know. Anyways, V Kendra, Suarez is 30. Yeah, Suarez is 30, and she was talking about coming back this summer. I did a video on that a while back. I did a video, about a couple months ago, and, you know, Suarez said that she wanted to test the neck out a little bit, and they were going to try to come back this summer. You know, she talked to Dana White, and, you know, Dana White reported it. He was like, yeah, Tatiana wants to come back, you know, so we're going to see how that works out. We're going to see if a summer return can happen. But other than that, I haven't heard any more updates. I mean, that was at the beginning of the year. You know, that was like back in January, I want to say. Maybe a little earlier. You know, when Tatiana was talking about coming back. But, yeah, other than that, nothing's really, like, finalized. Yeah, Rob, that's all I'm saying, man. I love her story. You know what I mean? Like, the girl is unstoppable like that. You know, she's able to beat cancer. She came back from this neck injury. I mean, how many other fighters or how many people in life can say they done that type of thing? You know, that's real. That's what I'm saying. Like, the way she beat cancer, her approach to fighting is like no other. You know, she's just like, oh, I ain't scared of you. I got this. You know, you don't see many fighters like that. I mean, of course, you've never seen too many fighters go through what she's gone through. That's what it's like, yo, man, like, I give her a lot of credit, man. Like, if she can beat this, then she can beat anybody. Yeah, her neck injury does worry me. In training, I think the training leading up to coming back, she had an issue again. Mary, I think something like, she said she felt something pop or something like that, like during the Nina Anzaroff fight or the training up to that fight. And then like a couple of months ago, they felt another like tweak in there. They felt another little tweak in her neck, so they said they'll wait. They said they were going to wait again. So when she felt that little tweak just a while ago, they said they'll come back and, you know, they'll see what's up, you know. But she's trying to come back in the summertime. I know that. So hopefully we'll see. Uh-oh, there go TJ talking that stuff. TJ, man. TJ, he's smoking that BJ again. Oh, man. See, Robert, he took it there, man. He said you were just smoking that BJ stuff again, man. Valentina and GDR are both way better strikers than Nunes. The reason GDR has more impactful shots landed was just because she wasn't at a size disadvantage. Val still pieced Nunes up. Yeah, Nunes is a much better all-around fighter to me. That's why, yeah, they're better strikers, but Nunes is a much better fighter, all-around fighter. Yeah, she did. She beat her both times. I agree with the decision. I agree with both decisions. I mean, the second one was close, but I got to fault Valentina because she didn't do enough. To beat the man or beat the champion, you got to be the champion. You got to beat the champion, right? And she didn't go all the way out to beat Nunes convincingly. So you can argue the second fight all day, but I think that Nunes just did enough to keep her belt. Better in the striking, a little bit. Like I said, overall fighter, better fighter, and better well-rounded. This is just Amanda Nunes. I don't know. I might go back and analyze that fight, man, because yeah, I want to count how many clean shots did Valentina land to the head. I mean, here and there, but if Nunes is doing enough shoe shining in there as far as blinding the judges with those quick ones and keeping Valentina honest, and Valentina's not taking chances, then you gotta let the champion keep their belt. Oh, okay. Robert says he's a non-smoker, whatever his supplier gives. Yeah, I am too, so I don't puff on nothing. Yeah, Mr. Lee. Mr. Lee said no more Andrade. It's Nunes now. Okay. All right. Nina Nunes. So all post-fight videos and all videos about Nina will be Nina Nunes now. Mary said, I think Valentina is much more technically proficient than Nunes. I just think she's had a big size disadvantage. I thought the second fight should have gone to Valentina. I still think Nunes won it. I think she just was much better at taking chances. Like, I think to be a good fighter and to win, you got to take chances. Like, sometimes you got to throw the book out and you got to take chances. Like, technically better striker is Valentina, but better fighter is Nunes. Because to fight, sometimes you got to open up. You got to open up. You got to open your mind up and say, okay, forget this. I'm going in. That's how you win a fight sometimes. You got to say, look, I'm going to step into the fire. Some things can be booked. Some things can't be booked. Some things just got to be like, yo, I got to go in there and dog this. I think Valentina had to take those dog chances in there, man. But she didn't. How many clean shots did Nunes land in that last fight, though? I'm going to have to go back and look at it, honestly. I mean, from what I seen at the time, like I said, maybe I'll change my mind. Maybe I won't. It depends on what I see again. Like, I watched it twice, but the two times I saw it, I just felt like Nunes was edging it. There was too many moments where Valentina wasn't taking it. You got to take it. Don't sit back. You got to take it. And yeah, I don't really remember Amanda Nunes looking busted up in that fight either. Yeah, V. Kendra. I say that all the time. Like, I've been saying that lately in my predictions and post-fight breakdowns for Nunes. Nunes knows how to work her cardio. She knows she's a very good rhythm fighter now. She knows when to fight hard, when to lay back, when to take top control, to recover. Yeah, Nunes is like a good rhythm fighter. To balance out her cardio. She's very good at that now. Very good at that. That's why some people think, oh, her cardio is really, really, really good now, got better. It's gotten a little bit better, but it's just that she knows how to fight You know, she knows how to fight at different rhythms now. MMA just doesn't favor Valentina, but if we look at who was doing the most effective striking and grappling, then it's Valentina. Nunes is a more entertaining fighter, not better in my opinion. Yeah, again, like Mary, what you're saying, better technically, but better fighter is Nunes. Because when I say fighter, I just mean like everything. I'm talking about when to do what and when to open up. Nunes is better at persuading judges and getting the fight in her favor. I think to be a good fighter, you got to know how to do that. You know, I mean, sometimes technical skills won't win you everything. Sadly, you know, unfortunately, that's true. But, you know, when you're a technical fighter and you're dealing with a championship fight and you know you're not the champion, you got to open up. You got to open up. You can't lay back, because as sad as it is, you know, judges, they never fought before. So they're not really going to judge effective control, you know, like certain types of effective pressure and good range. You know, they're not good at that. That's what, exactly. That's what I was saying, Robert. That's what I'm just saying. She makes the best choice. That's why she's the better fighter, because it's her decision making. She's the better fighter because of her decision making. You know, she knows when to do what. You know, she knows how to take a fight. She knows how to steal around. She knows how to make it look like she's won a round even when she did. You know what I mean? Or like win an exchange when she did. That's why I say striker, great fighter. A great fighter is going to win before a great striker, because a great fighter knows how to win the fight. You know, not just the striking battles or just say like certain technical grappling battles. They know how to win the fight. They're a fighter. They know how to fight through anything. They know how to fight through boring fights. They know how to fight to impress a judge, you know. Yeah, Nunes is the better fighter. That's what I say about even some boxers when I'm watching some of these technical boxers and they're just laying back and they're just trying to be cute all the time. I'm like, no, man. I'm like, stop doing that. Stop laying back. That's how you're going to lose a fight, you know, because they're just laying back and they're not doing anything. They're thinking that slipping and sliding without an offense is going to win them a fight, but it's not. It's not going to win you a fight because you're not winning. It's not going to win you the fight because you're not being a good fighter. You know, that's why you need a good fight, a balance of being a fighter and a boxer. You know, there's a difference. Mr. Lisa, that boring ass fight. I'm sorry, I mean a chess match. Boring ass chess match. I'm probably gonna go back and do a round by round on that one. You know, I think Robert asked me about that one too once, so I might go back and do a round by round on that fight, just to see who really won the rematch. And we all gonna analyze it again. I mean, I watched it 2 times. I still think Nunes won both times, but we'll take a look at it if y'all can stay awake. If y'all can stay awake for the fight, we'll watch it together. I don't know when, but we'll do that fight. And I was calling it too. I was like, okay, Valentina gonna be mad. She gonna be mad because there was a lot of points where she was just kind of like waiting too much. And I was like, yeah, the judges ain't gonna give it to you. And they didn't. Valentina likes to counterpunch and can count against her in the judge's eyes. I don't think a glance leg kick should count the same as a clean punch to the face. I don't think a takedown should weigh as much as a good combination to the face sometimes, especially if you don't do anything with the takedown, you know, but sometimes they give fighters the round because of one little BS takedown and they don't do anything with it. But I'll give a fighter a round that's, landing nice punches all day. you know. But yeah, I'm glad we talked about that though, because yeah, Nunes, like I said, that's why she's the GOAT right now, because you know she's uh taking a lot of chances in there. You know, she switches her rhythm up in the fight. She What's the word I'm looking for? I said she switches up in a fight. She takes chances. You know, she's definitely one to think of the big picture of a fight. You know, Nunes is like, okay, I want to win the fight, so what do I got to do to win the fight? You know, and then boom, she switches it. She doesn't really think. Like, I like the way Valentina thinks. You know, it's self-preservation and it's a lot of caution there, but sometimes caution can cost you a win too. You know, like if you're too cautious and you don't pull the trigger enough, you know, and her name is the Bullet, right? You got to pull that trigger. You know, you gotta take some chances, man. Kendra said, I never want to rewatch that fight again. Robert said, definitely worth the rewatch. Yeah, we'll watch it again. I mean, I don't care. You know, I like a technical fight. I mean, I like a technical fight. Robert said Val Vision. He said Val Vision. Val Vision, man. Nah, I was watching that fight in Combo Vision, and I feel like the fight was watched in Combo Vision, and I felt like, you know, Nunes won both fights, man. I mean, that's just me, though. All right. I remember Nunes was on pressuring, too. I think Nunes has improved since then. Yeah. She definitely improved since then. Like, I think if they fought a third time, Nunes would go a little bit guns blazing, and she might actually land something big on Valentina. You know, that's just me. I'm not saying she would stop her or anything, but I think there may be a round or two where she does land something big on Valentina. B. Kendra said, do you think Valentina has improved much since the Amanda Nunes fight? Has she improved since the Nunes fight? You know what? Like, I mean, it's not really going to be like a knock, and it's definitely not a diss, but I don't think she's really improved that much because she hasn't had to, if that makes sense. Like, I don't think we can really say that Valentina has improved because the level of competition hasn't pushed her to the edge to make us say, okay, she's had to do better. Oh, she's lost. She's improved here. She's improved there. So, and that's not a bad thing. You know, saying she hasn't improved is not a bad thing, because what she's doing is beating a lot of other girls, you know, and she's still levels above everybody in the flyweight division, right? You know, and if she's this far ahead of everybody in the flyweight division, there's really no need for improvement, right? I mean, maybe she is working hard and training and trying new things, but there's never really been a moment in her career where she had to use those new things yet, right? You know? So yeah, I can say that. Yeah, I say V. Kendra. I don't think she has improved since the Nunes fight. Like, I haven't seen any level of competition making me say, wow, this is Valentina 2.0, because her skill set's always been that good to handle everybody else except Nunes. So there was really no need to improve. So it's not a knock, it's not a diss. Val is just Val. You know, Valentina is just Valentina. And nobody's ever caught up to Valentina, so there's no need to improve aside from Nunes, if that makes sense, you know. Who else? Like, well, no. Floyd Mayweather is a different example. Floyd did get better. Floyd gets better and better every year, because the older he gets and the brittle his hands became, he would have to change his style up. The slower he's gotten, you could actually see the change in styles and what he would do to competition. Like, his competition was better, but I think Valentina's competition hasn't been great where she had to show great improvements. She was always coming in there the same, fully prepared, the same, fully focused, the same elite striker, the same sharpshooter counterpuncher that she always was. Like the one that beat Jessica Ai is the same one that beat Caitlin and Jennifer Maia. You know, nobody's ever pushed her. You know. Yeah, so I don't really think she has improved. You know, we haven't had to see her improve. Nunes has improved. You know, Nunes, we've seen her grow. You know, we have seen her change and grow. So yeah. But what were y'all saying when you asked me that question? Hold on. I was just talking here. So let's see. Nunes was pressuring, but she kept Valentino on the very end of the range, but she kept getting hit with counters. This reduced Nunes' offense to glancing kicks to the leg and to the body. TJ, how you gonna improve fighting Jessica? Yeah, like I said, like you beat a fighter like that, you can beat him. You know, that's more power to you. You continue to reign because you're that much better. But it's not really a fight that's going to improve you. And yeah, Nunes has fought better competition. Well, we're not counting Megan Anderson, Mary. I think we're talking about over the past couple of years, Nunes, you know, beating Chris Cyborg, beating even Felicia Spencer. You know, those are better competition. We're not counting Nunes though. You know, Nunes was due a throwaway fight. But I mean, when we talk about GDR, Felicia Spencer, Chris Cyborg, which, you know, those are fights that were just a couple years ago. Yeah, that's better competition. You know, and Chikagan is better than Nunes in my opinion. Yeah, but yeah, you got to look at more than Nunes on her. I mean, you got to look at more than Megan Anderson on her resume. But yeah, Nunes. Not even historically, TJ, just, you know, even the past couple of years, her competition has been better. You know? I mean, we ain't even got to look all the way back and we ain't got to amass the whole resume. Look, let's see here. We could just start with, you know, 2018, Chris Cyborg, Holly Holm, GDR, Felicia Spencer. 1, 2, 3. Those four opponents right there. You know, I know everybody won't give her the credit for Rocky Pennington, you know, but go back before that. Valentina Shevchenko, Ronda Rousey, you know, just in the past few years, that resume has been better. Robert said you can't beat the champ in a close fight. You have to take the belt from very convincingly. That's something I said. That was something I just said tonight. I don't think it's something folks said. I didn't know it was something. I mean, yeah, I was just saying that tonight, Robert. I was like, yeah, you can't beat Nunes unless you beat her convincingly. You know, you got to beat her to take that belt. Matter of fact, it has been around forever, man. I mean, that's why I said to be the man, you got to beat the man. That's what I was saying earlier. Yeah. Robert over there, you just said the same thing I said before. I just said that. I was like, to be the man, you got to beat the man. That's what I was saying earlier. So, yeah, it is a true statement. V. Kendra said Megan Anderson is better than Cachoeira. I agree with that. All right, TJ. Yeah, all right, TJ. Later, man. He said, hey, they say retire so Val can get that belt. That's the only way, man. That's the only way. I think it'll happen. Because I can't remember. Somebody told me today that if Antonina gets into the top 10 or top 5, then Antonina would move up to 135. So I guess Antonina could fight for the flyweight belt. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Like, it's really hard to say when a fighter has improved. Maybe she's doing different things in there that we never seen before, but it's just different things that she's already had in her arsenal. That's why I can't really say, okay, we see something different. Like, again, let me go to boxing. Lennox Lewis. If you look at Lennox Lewis early in his career, there were times he wouldn't fight like a big man. Till Emmanuel Stewart came along, you could see the improvements because he taught him to fight like a big man. You know, taught him how to use his weight, taught him how to pump his jab out, taught him how to fight long. And then I was just like, oh, okay, this Lennox Lewis of today, of the late 90s, he really is fighting like an improved fighter, you know, because you could see the growth. But, you know, other fighters like, Valentina's like, okay, she's doing what she do because nobody's on that level. Nobody's on that level. B. Kendra said JoJo picked Andrade over Valentina on James Lynch. Oh, wow. She picked Andrade? Damn. I don't know. I mean, Valentina picked... Who did Valentina pick to beat somebody? I can't remember. Valentina picked somebody. I can't remember, but she was way off. She's always off on her picks. I don't know, man. I'm going. Yeah, that's crazy. Oh, wow. I guess JoJo been in there with Jessica Andrade at 115, so she felt that power. Man. Yeah, Mary. That's what I'm saying. Andrade, yeah, you said it too. Andrade threw Calderwood around like the Hulk did. Yeah, that's probably why she crediting her that. You know, she's crediting her like, oh, yeah, she knocked me. You know, I felt the power. I felt the real deal. So, you know, but JoJo better worry though, man. She better go for Valentina because, you know, if JoJo get a title shot, she gonna have to run it back with Jessica Andrade. You know. Yeah, Mr. Lee, there you go. That's the one. Valentina picked McGregor to beat Floyd. Yeah, I was like, are you serious? Come on, Valentina. I credit Valentina having skill set like Floyd too. So why are you gonna pick Conor McGregor? Come on. I had to take that credit away right there. I was like, come on, Valentina. You know, you got like a skill set where you dedicate yourself like Floyd. How is Conor McGregor gonna beat that? I had to take some points away from Valentina on that. So I was like, nah, you just picking favoritism right there because, you know, Floyd, his skill set's on another level and he ain't gonna lose to nobody like Conor McGregor. And what happened? Gave Conor McGregor a concussion. She didn't pick Maya over Valentina. Oh, she didn't. That's crazy. And Maya did sub her in the first round, huh? Oh, man, JoJo must be mad at Maya. Oh, you're shocked that anyone picked Andrade? There's a lot of people picking Andrade. I mean, I don't know if there's a lot of people, but there's quite a few people I know that feel like Andrade can do it. There's a few people out there. I think my man BJ in No Filter MMA, I don't think he made his pick, but he feels like, you know, the opportunity is there, you know, which it could be, you know, but it's not very high. It's not very high, let's be honest. I don't know how she hasn't, Robert. You know, she used to box. Mary watched that boxing game. She real recognized real. Well, not always, I guess. See, I wasn't going to front. I was like, you know, Floyd is going to beat his behind. Oh, wow. Marcus, are you serious? Felicia Spencer picked Megan Anderson to win. Are you serious, man? Come on, man. No, not at all. Not at all, Mary. Not at all, Mary. I don't count it. I don't count it out. I don't rule it out at all. Like, if it happened, I would be like, wow, I knew it was in there. You know what I mean? But I definitely don't rule it out. See, Mary said, I think Andrade can actually bring a lot of problems that no other flyweight can bring. True. I definitely not ruling her out. Ruling out her winning. I think she's going to be very competitive in physicality. Yeah. Like I said, like looking at some of these fights, you know, like what her physical strength did to Claudia, and looking at what she did to Caitlin Chikagan, it makes me nervous from the outside looking in. But Val's got a lot of tools to neutralize her. But if it does get in close any point in the fight, yeah, imagine that, man. I mean, shoot, it could be a very physical fight. Like, you know, she might take Val for that ride. You know, she'll take her for that ride, that slam. You know, you never know. Robert said he waited for BJ to pick Jessica. Hey, like I said, hey, you know, you can't count her out fully. I mean, like, it's there. It's scary. It's scary, you know. I not know Felicia Spencer picked Megan Anderson to win. Damn. Come on now. That five round domination didn't do anything for her. Yeah, I've said that before too, Mary. You said Valentina has a weakness in his grappling. I even think Andrade could challenge her on the feet because of how unorthodox she is. Non-technical opponents will give Val more problems. Yeah, I agree with that last statement there. Non-technical opponents will give Val more problems. And the reason that is because ignorance is bliss. You know, I think that strikers, non-technical fighters, they're not going to be respectful of what she can do technically. So, you know, they'll take chances. You know, they'll go in there and be a little bit crazy and wild, you know, or they'll just show guts and go into the fire. You know, sometimes brawlers like that, they're like, I don't care about this. I'll walk right through it. Sometimes that can be a gift. Sometimes it's a curse. You know? And her physique too just kind of scares me at this weight. You know, Andrade looks like Diesel at 125, man. Andrade's like, her legs are, you know, huge. Her shoulders are huge. You know, her power's showing. You know. But the one thing is that chin, though, if she takes a big shot, boy, that's out. Take that big shot to be out of there. I'm going for the underdog in me. Yeah, I don't think a very technical striker will ever give Val problems on the feet. Exactly. Yeah. So if I had to design the perfect opponent for Valentina, it would be a solid grappler with wild striking. Right. Yeah, you got to have somebody that doesn't overthink to beat Valentina. You got to have somebody crazy like. I'm going back to boxing. Go back and watch Roy Jones versus Glenn Johnson. Like, Glenn Johnson, he did not respect Roy Jones at all for 9 rounds. He just went in there on attack. You know, Roy Jones, he got attacked by Glenn Johnson for 9 rounds. Granted, Roy was older there, but the attack was just so wild and different that he didn't know what to do. You know, and Glenn Johnson was like, I'm going into the fire, you know, and I think that's, if Andrade takes that approach, it could win her the fight or it could cost her the fight. you know, but she's not really going to win a technical battle from the outside with Val, right? You know. Mr. Lee said, how do you rate the Shevchenko fight? 60-40. I would say 70-30. 70-30 or 75-20. Let me see, 70-30. Yeah, about 70-30. I'm going to say 70-30. I rated 70-30, yeah. B. Kendra says 70-30, yeah. B. Kendra said, do you think Masvidal has a chance against Usman? I think Usman might try and knock Masvidal out. I also think Masvidal performs better with the crowd. If he says like he says, if the full training camp this time around helps him, I think that he has a better striking chance. But if Usman closes in good, man, shoot, we'll be right back to the first fight. I don't think the crowd is really going to help him. I think that's just something he's going to say. Like, shoot, you should have came to win the first fight, man. Forget the crowd. You should have tried to win the first fight. You know, that was a belt on the line and money, man. I know he got a lot of money from that first fight, but still. Yeah. I think it'll be the same result, though. I think it'll be maybe competitive for a round or two, but then I think Usman will still win. Will it be smart for Usman to stand with Masvidal? It depends. Like, it really depends on what he can get done as far as getting the respect with the power. Like, if Usman can land, if he can set up a right hand with his jab, or he can switch angles with his jab, you know, and throw from orthodox to southpaw, I think that his striking might give Masvidal problems. But eventually he's going to take it to the ground. But if it doesn't work, he'll just take it to the ground and he'll use his strength. I don't know if he'll knock Jorge out. I don't think he needs to go in there with that mind frame. And yeah, he better keep that ego out and just look for the win, man. Yeah, I'm not really looking forward to the fight, honestly. You know, I was cool with the women fight. I was cool with the women just taking this card. I just wanted Whaley Rose as the main event and Valentina and Jessica as the co-main event, and I was fine with that. You know, I was fine with those fights, but, you know, they wanted to top it off with the men fight, you know, to try to bring in more casual fans or whatever, you know. But if I had to pick, yeah, I'm going to go with Usman. 2 Beasts, what's going on? 2 Beasts said Valentina actually hasn't shown that one punch KO power, so Andrade might be aggressive enough to eat a shot or two. Yeah, man, that's something. That's what we're looking at too, man. That's the scary part right there. But the head kicks, you know. But let's say Val tries to go for those body kicks and those head kicks, and then Jessica catches one of those kicks and closes into that clinch. Boy, we in for something. Yeah, see, Valentina does one kick pocket knockout power. Her biggest advantage would be her technical proficiency. It'll be hard for Andrade to get close without absorbing damage and resetting. Yeah, if Rose made her reset, then yeah, you better believe Valentina will make her reset. You know, if Rose can make her just like pop, pop going outside, Valentina will do that. Yeah, I think Burns is countering his counter punching was a little bit different. I kind of picture Jorge being on the back foot more in this fight. See, I think Burns was trying to meet him in the middle, so he was able to land them big shots on Usman. So I think if Usman stands with Masvidal is going to move more. And, you know, it might take away his power a little bit, maybe. Shoot, Andrade better not run in like that. You know, she might catch one of those kicks, yeah, and take her down. It's gonna be good though, y'all. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be a good fight. Yeah. Yep. All right. What did you say? Masvidal. Oh, Robert said Masvidal just chasing another big check before he hangs it up. I agree. I said that in my video. I was like, this is just a check, bro. I was like, this is kind of a check for him, you know. That's why they just wanted to throw the fight on there. Robert said they always do stuff like this. Rematch between two dudes nobody cares about, WMMA fans. Right, like we thought we were gonna have a good card, man, and then boom, they throw the two men up here that we weren't even looking for in a rematch. Come on, y'all. Oh, she's gonna try to smother Valentina. Okay. Try to smother Valentina. We'll see. Yeah, and I's defense, it was already weak. It was ready to be cracked. Like you could tell Jessica I was ready to crack, man. Like couple of kicks to the body each round, you know, in that first round, and then boom, that second round she was still trying to block the body, and boom, she caught a head kick, you know. Like even her body positioning, like Jessica I was already on like defense mode. Not even defense mode, but just like survival mode. Yeah, Rob. I'm just kicking it until 9 o'clock because the Bellator card is about to start here. I'm about to get off here though in about 5 minutes because I'm gonna go watch this Bellator main card here, yo. So what else, man? What do y'all want to talk about in the next 5 minutes before I get up out of here? Yeah, this is a long one, man. We almost gone 3 hours tonight. It's Friday night and I ain't got nothing to do except watch these fights tonight. So let's see. Yeah, Bellator main card starts on Showtime in a few minutes, so I'm gonna go check that out. Y'all want to see some fights? I suggest y'all do the same. Dang, I'm mad Aaron Blanchfield and Norman Dumont is off though. You know, that's like I said, that's a blessing in disguise. You know, I didn't want to see her go in there, that a much bigger fighter like that. V. Kendra said, I see Valentina playing it safe, keeping distance, but I worry if Valentina goes for the clinch. It might get interested if Valentina goes for takedowns. Valentina better not go for too many takedowns, I don't think. If she do, she better take her down and get back up. Yeah, Mr. Lee. Yeah, Shevchenko and Zhang, it's on a collision course. Let's be honest, man. It's on a collision course because Dana White, he said it on Hot Boxing, Mr. Lee. You know, he said it on Hot Boxing with Mike Tyson. He was like, yo, yeah, it's the fight we want to make. You know, he was serious about that. So I think it's coming 2022, y'all. I mean, what do y'all think? Like, from what Dana White was telling Mike, you know, Valentina, Weili will probably happen soon, and I think it might happen in 2022. You know, from what the sources are saying. Yeah, somebody had mentioned that earlier. My bad, I didn't answer in the comments because we were talking. But yeah, Norma missed weight. It might have been you, Kendra. Yeah, Norma missed weight. That's why the fight is off. Yeah. I did a video. If y'all want to check it out too, I talked about it there. I did a video a few hours ago. Okay, Robert. Loveth Patra Young, man. I want to see Loveth Patra Young get that title shot. Lupita Benitez, she vacated the LFA strawweight title to move on. So put Loveth Young in there with either Vanessa Demopoulos in a rematch or any other opponent that's at that level. I feel like Loveth Patra Young right now has gotten better. She's ready for it. She's got a very nice well-roundedness to her. I need to sit down and get an interview with Loveth Young too, man. I need to talk to her soon. I like her style too, her boxing that she brings to the table, Robert. She's very calculated, good counterpuncher, strong as hell. She's mixing up her attack. Her takedown defense is getting better. Her kickboxing is good, very good. I like what I see from Loveth Young, Robert. Yeah, definitely a fighter I want to see get this LFA strawweight title, man. Like, it's time, man. If she gets the strawweight title in the LFA, Contender Series or UFC could be next. I think she brings some issues. She'll bring some problems to some of these fighters in the UFC. That's why I want to see her grow a little bit first. And then when she, when she surpasses everybody in LFA and so on, it's time to get Loveth Patra Young into, the UFC. Yeah. Hard puncher, man. She be knocking people out, yo. I didn't know she said she could make 115. Valentina did? She don't need to be in 115. She can probably make it, but can she perform at 115? That's the thing. Mary said if Weili beats Rose and Valentina beats Andrade, there's no real dangerous contender emerging in strawweight, then I imagine it'd be Weili versus Valentina next. Pretty much, yeah. Pretty much. Like I said, Dana White, he sounds big on it. The way, he didn't really go into too many details, but he said that that's the fight that everybody wants to make. So I'm thinking 2022. Summer of 2022. Or who knows? It could be the end of this year. End of this year. If Jan beats Carla, she might be the next kid. Yeah. That's a title eliminator. Jan versus Carla is a title eliminator. Jan versus Carla is a title eliminator. I favor Carla in that fight too. I favor Carla to win that fight. Everybody gonna hate me for that, but I'm just being real. I think Carla can win that fight. Oh boy, TJ had to come back for that, boys. TJ said, talk that talk now, Robert Henry. You'll be the first one to disappear off YouTube when Rose takes that guaranteed whooping. Dang, Robert. Mary F says Suarez returning, Joanna winning a rematch, or a real contender showing up from Dern versus Nunes. Jan Carla would keep Weili at 115. For real, that's a lot of good stuff. Like, me personally, I don't want to see Weili Valentina if Weili beats Rose. I want to see Weili clean the division out. Like, I would like to see a Joanna rematch. I would like to see Tatiana, winner of Jan Carla. I just want to see her clean the division out before we throw her in there with somebody on Valentina's level. Dana wants that fight, but me personally, nah, I don't want him. Not yet. I want to see her clean 115 out, like, defense. I want to see her get at least 5 or 6 title defenses, like Joanna did. 5 or 6 title defenses, and then boom, get a flyweight shot. Valentina's been defending her belt like 5, 6 times. Why can't she? Don't rush her. Yeah, Yan Weili would be big in their home country, boy. Yeah. Joanna needs to fight at least one person. Marina Rodriguez. I think Joanna need to fight Marina Rodriguez. I talked about that a while ago. Marina Rodriguez, that's the perfect opponent. Yes, she has lost 4 title fights, and she thinks she's going to get one now. Joanna versus Marina Rodriguez is what they need to do. Look at me, Robert. I'm going past time again, y'all. I think it depends on whether Weili beats Rose brutally. If Weili destroys Rose, then they'll make Weili versus Valentina, just because Valentina does have a very interesting next contender. Yeah, I would hate for that to happen. I was like, man, I want to see her get defenses. Yeah, I know that too. Yeah, it's a business thing. Like I said, Dana, he's targeting it like that. But me personally, I just would like to see her clean the division. But yeah, I see the business side of it. But I would love to see Joanna versus Marina Rodriguez. I mean, we know that's going to be stand up. We know that's going to be a stand up fight. But yeah, y'all, it's been real. It's been fun. It's been a good live stream with y'all. Y'all had some good conversation today. Yeah, hit the like button. Hit the like button on your way out, and make sure y'all subscribe too. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you have subscribed. I'm gonna get out of here and watch this main Bellator card now. And yeah, like I said, y'all do the same, because I want to see what Kat can do tonight. I want to see what Liz and Vanessa Porto bring to the table. So yeah, y'all, while I watch these fights, y'all do the same, man. I'm gonna drop these post-fight analysis whenever they're done. So yeah, shout out to everybody in the chat. I'm about to get up out of here, y'all, and I'll probably be on here tomorrow to talk to y'all about the fights. Maybe not, because the fights are taking place. I'll probably be back Sunday. Yeah, y'all. Yeah, thanks again. And like I said, make sure y'all subscribe. And